Akademiks brought flexing to journalism.
This is another battle of old media versus new media.
We're also asking white people to do something that they've never really had to do, and that's code switch.
I wasn't buying hip hop magazines. I wasn't doing any of that.
Vlad is feeling very confident. He just came off a big year. He had a big case that he solved.
It's thousands.
Yeah.
It's thousands, dog.
Yeah, like a cheap ass SpongeBob tea or something.
Yeah.
Shut up.
First 12 episodes might be a mess.
All I can think about is Scary Movie was like, Toyota, Mr. Shibi.
Joe Budden's 2 eyebrow slashes away from joining the equation.
On your back?
Yeah, why not?
Nah, I sit up, man. I gotta be ready for anything.
What the fuck?
Doesn't Nori seem hard-headed a little
Stand
bit?
on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
I don't want nobody to die. But I want to. Somebody got to get punched in the face. But I think that's the thing that people don't realize in LA. You've got to be careful. They're all connected.
keeping the same spark.
Well, and you niggas is cooking right now.
Shoobity bop, booba bop. This is Homeroom. Welcome back to another installment. I am your classmate, Tone Groove.
Well,
I actually run it back from the top, but keep all this in here because I forgot some of my words.
Oh, okay.
I've been messing the intro up, but I like it.
Yeah, I guess one was in.
Scoobity bop, booda bop. Welcome back, people, to another installment of Homeroom University. You see, this is the podcast about your favorite podcast.
Yes.
I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
J Noblez.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
F-Mac in the building.
That's me.
That's him. Yes, we are back. Another beautiful week. Another beautiful week to like the video and drop down below your office hours. Hashtag office hours. Shout out to everybody that's been following directions. A Brown Music and Carl. You know what I mean? Y'all doing perfect jobs, you feel me? Sending it to the right location with the hashtag office hours so we know to open your message. But yeah, what other shot? We not doing nothing special.
We're not doing nothing special. We here. we on these lovely couches that we built a couple. I feel like the excitement from the new set is wore off. Like this is normal now, right?
Yeah, I would say that.
I used to come in with a little pep in the step. I'm about to sit on the nice shit.
Yeah,
it's over now.
We need something on these walls, and hopefully, you know.
I'll get on it.
Hopefully, that's on the way.
I'll get on it. I'll get on it.
Yeah, man, new things are in the horizon, but really appreciate y'all niggas for doing.
Last month, we didn't take a break. Well, we took a break. 1 week felt like damn near a month.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying.
It was Labor Day too.
Yeah, that's right. It was a holiday.
So it really did feel like we had extra 2 days.
But so yeah, we just gonna start. We're gonna start. Uncle Carl's gonna open us up on this show. I put that sharp thing in there. Did y'all watch? It's just stupid.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's just stupid as fuck. I don't know if I put it up at the top just because it's like just stupid.
It's a bang.
We can get into it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Let's have Uncle Carl open us up.
All right. Stop laughing. I'm just sending you this one more message. Check this out. I was listening last week and some guy was talking about he the voice of the show or he the first caller or something like, look, we ain't gonna start this, all right? We all know who run the callers on this show. Who is the first caller? Who is the best caller? Who is the man? Uncle Carl. There, I said it. And I approve this message.
He didn't even ask for our validation.
Yeah, he did.
He said this is a Carl-approved joint.
Yeah, man. So it's a little bit of,
This nigga dropped his own
Carl said what he
advertisement
said,
in our video.
I think this is one of them situations we gotta take our hands off it. We
That's
gotta
what
let them fight. They gotta fight it out.
Exactly.
They gotta fight it out.
That ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? And that was part 2 of Carl's office hour. So we'll play his first part later in the actual office hour segment.
Okay.
But I just thought that was that part 2 needed to be at the top.
Carl wants the crown, and I admire that. I like him.
I do.
You know
I like
what
that.
I mean? He saw a leak and like nigga be looking bummy in his videos. And shit.
Yeah.
Nigga be looking all tired.
He was like, man, I think I come for that top spot.
Yeah. Carl, I want to see. We've seen throwback pictures of like Nuso growing up and stuff like that.
I know what Nuso's dad looks like.
Yeah, I want to see a picture of Carl back in the day next to one of your
on
Cadillacs.
that plantation, right? I feel that.
On that plantation?
I feel that. Yeah. I want to see what it was like. He probably got color pictures now.
I want to see it. I want to see him on. I want to see if he got one of the pictures next to on that Cadillac, just standing next to his Cadillac or some shit. Something tells me he has a he has a picture like how those Freaknik video pictures were coming out.
Yeah.
Something tells me he's
Where
got
he just spreads a girl's asshole over.
Something exactly.
But
yeah.
he's so old, it's probably a drawing. It's like,
some shit like that. Yeah.
It's a recreation of what happened.
Carl has a side family for sure. Carl is a side family name.
Yeah, they probably call him Lenny.
Carl got another girl pregnant again.
Yeah, none of these are actual topics. We're gonna run through all these. Like none of these are actual topics. I just think they're really good short hits,
major events
to open the show. I don't know that's all. That's the only reason why these are there.
Y'all like fun?
Yeah. All right,
this fun.
This next one is Sharp thinks Diddy is being sued by the Federal Reserve. So I just thought this was hilarious.
Which makes
throw
sense.
this on screen?
Yes.
All right.
You say you don't want 50 million, you say you don't want 75 million. They turned that man, feds turned down the whole package. And you know what? We already see that's what was gonna happen because listen, homie, this is not a state case. This shit's all federal. So we're talking about trying to go up against somebody or offer somebody some money who prints paper. We talking about going up against somebody who print paper, chat. It just ain't happening. Like, they don't give a fuck about 75 million. Nigga, they go print that. Man, they printing that. Like, this ain't no state case.
He said this shit like he's so good.
You say you don't want...
That's crazy.
Nigga, that shit had me crying like, nigga, they printing that.
Did he ever say the Federal Reserve, or he just kept like implying?
I think
that?
I think we just I think it was the implied. I didn't watch the whole stream. This is something that was in Reddit, but it was just like Las Vegas. First of all, look at the caption on Reddit. Show them this shit. Las Vegas. They titled this shit like a news article.
Las Vegas man believed that Sean Diddy Combs is being prosecuted by the Federal Reserve.
That's crazy.
Just like
That
the title is funny as
Yeah.
shit. And then like go to the comments. The comments are funny. Somebody was like, I bet niggas niggas in the chat like true that church.
Oh my God. Sarcasm is worse than just being mutilated.
Oh man. Hey
That's
man,
funny.
they printing that. This ain't no state case. Right? This is funny as
Sharp
shit.
probably think the FDA solved mysteries.
Yo, for real. Oh my God.
Damn, what's Sharp been up to?
This?
Did you comment?
Oh, wow.
Rope gang.
LMAO.
Laugh my ass off. Hell yeah. That shit is hilarious. And then
Yeah, nah, that is funny though.
it's just funny. That's just funny as fuck.
laminating that church. They got 50 million laminated.
And you would think Sharp, of all people, would have
know.
a way better take
Of the
on the Diddy
feds,
situation,
yeah.
being that it's is sex trafficking cool to say?
You did it, so let's see.
Yeah.
But I've never we've never really said it.
I think we
before.
have tried that. Okay, they got the Ike. They got us on that
Yeah.
one.
Well,
for
that's
sure.
clear.
That was clear.
and
We
that
knew
was
that
me.
was coming. We knew that was coming.
We did.
Who did it?
But
Which
you
one
know-
of you?
I did it. It was me first.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Let's
me.
just stick with trafficking and let the people understand the context.
Yeah.
But with trafficking, you would think this nigga would have a
It's
way
so
better.
close to his old profession that you would think you would know everything inside and out.
I felt like he should have been pleading.
Goddamn
But I
it.
also thought the trafficking stuff is something new. It's like a new thing, like
Yeah.
that they're able to get people on,
A
like
newer law.
yeah, like a newer law to
Newer
crack
spin
down
of
on
it.
a newer spin to crack
Yeah.
down on it,
And-
which has forced a lot of people out of the game.
We new is relative
Yeah.
because I've heard
Yeah.
niggas 20 years ago say it was new then.
True,
But it
It's-
was different then.
It's
It
just
was
a different, just like a different spin on it. Like
Yeah.
now,
Yeah, it
it's
was
like
different, like-
you as a common man fly a bitch out,
Right.
And for some, you know
At
what I mean.
first, it was just for the
Real
the
shit.
pimps
At
and
At
panderers.
first it was just for people with power or people doing
Now it's for mere mortals.
Or black
Exactly.
dudes with white girls. In
Right.
one period of time, they was abusing that.
exactly. So yeah, now I think the average person can catch it on some. I thought I just met a bad bitch on Instagram and was lining something up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
That is a great
Which always
excuse
makes it-
for not flying somebody out though. Like I can't. I
no, it
literally
really
can't.
is. You have to buy that
have to
ticket.
pay for your way
You
here.
have to.
Yeah.
Everything's on me when you get here. The bitch, you will cover your own ticket.
And shit, everything, nigga.
Maybe not everything,
The
but
feds might collect your receipts, dog.
I was about to say,
The Ulta Beauty.
nigga, M&M's and licorice. What the fuck?
He sweet toothed his way into the pussy.
yeah.
But man,
All
I'm,
right.
I'm glad
Okay, go
Sharp
ahead.
alive though.
Alive is
healthy.
crazy.
Yes.
All right, and then the last thing was just 85 South to me is just like the best model company to look at, and strive to be like, especially like for people like us who have a podcast network that's like on the rise. Homeroom University is our biggest show. 85 South was their biggest show. But just how they've like blossomed into this like beautiful company 10, 15 years later to where we know Nav Green, we know Clayton English, we know Poor Minds. And I just never seen it put, so this makes so much sense, right? Look at just the cohesion. I just thought this this landing page was beautiful.
This is nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
They need props for this. This is pretty pimping.
It's just beautiful. I just love
nice.
I love to see this, you know, and I love that I don't have to see, well, I'm sure in their bio it might be like hit my manager, but I would much rather go to the website and I want to book Poor Minds. I want to book Clayton English. I could just hit that fucking button and call it a day.
Just feels official.
I just love it. I love it. I love all of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like a streamlined process.
Yeah, they've done so many things that they're the best example, I think, for a growing podcast network in particular.
They're becoming a system. Well, they already are, but they're becoming a system that could benefit somebody else's career.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I just love it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're also
fly.
like, yeah, you can look up to them, but you can't like try to model what you're doing off of them because they're in a completely different game.
With stand-up.
With stand-up. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I mean, what's y'all niggas in 5 years, what? Hitting that stage, y'all gonna be...
Of course.
They just gonna pimp us out any way he can.
No, it's not even that. Y'all niggas gonna be... Y'all niggas gonna be big. At some point, y'all niggas gonna be doing so many shows. It's like, we all gonna be doing so many different things. Mm-hmm. We linking back up on our day to do homeroom. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Like, that's just where we all gonna be there at some point where niggas just like the demand is somewhere else. You know what I mean? For the other 6 days out of the week.
And everybody on this just makes sense and they're highly demanded.
Yep. Clayton English.
I would think they would have more people though.
It's pretty strong.
This is pretty strong lineup.
It's pretty strong.
And it's probably better that way.
Especially because some of this is kind of new. So the dude at the bottom, I'm not familiar with him at all, but
He's funny.
You've seen him before?
Funny. He's good. I've seen him on ADD and shit.
But Clayton English was a consistent when the 85 South, the original is Chico, Karlos, and DC. But DC is not there that often. DC really only flies in when a big guest comes in.
Yeah.
He was there a lot in the beginning, I guess, just whatever. But, I think he lives in Maryland. They're in Atlanta. So it's
Chico
like...
had his moment too.
I think DC on that road
Yeah.
too.
But DC and Karlos still came together the most consistently. And even if DC couldn't be there, Clayton was there.
Right.
Damn near. So like he's an official fourth mic. If we want to call him fourth, I would call him third. And I would call Chico fourth technically though. For me.
Just because of frequency?
Yeah.
Or like
frequency, and I feel like for me, quality.
Okay.
This could be 85 South section, just quality too. Like
Yeah.
I love Chico, but I hate Chico interviews. Like he kind of fucks the interviews up to me. Even though I love everything that Chico does, but every time it's like somebody comes, every question he asks, I'm like, I didn't want to know that.
Chico be invested though, which is what I like. I like a nigga that's invested in
No,
shit.
I'm with you on that too. I'm with you on that. I feel that.
Chico does.
He got a lot of passion.
He can wear multiple hats, and he wears them with pride.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
He's got the head for it.
It's just like if Chico's there and there's a big guest, I know this is exactly what we're gonna hear. There's no shot to Chico because I love Chico, but this is just what it is.
Yeah.
It's, hey man, we really grew up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna recite some lyric or some verse in totality that he grew up on.
Yes.
He's gonna say, and then he's gonna ask, "What were you thinking when you made that song?" That's just what's gonna happen.
Same clothes for days. I never changed.
It's
What was going on in your mind?
Yeah,
nigga?
and that's it's just what's gonna happen.
That's the
you know what I'm
formula.
saying?
That's the formula.
I was poor.
And I wish it changed. I've complained about that for years, but it's like, you know what? Who am I to?
But that's his thing though.
It is what it is.
You know what I mean?
It is because when I see all three of them, I'm like, nigga, I love seeing this shit. You know what I mean? So it's
harmony,
whatever.
nigga.
And then Nav Green is just blowing up individually on himself. Stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Broken Play is doing well.
And then Nav,
Broken Play is doing really well, I think. They're always going viral. Nav in itself is going to go viral.
And Nav is putting on like I don't know about everybody else, but Nav specifically is putting on other niggas. Like it's a couple people. The football dude, Lou Young.
Well, he didn't put him on. He had his own.
Well, he had his own.
He has his own big wave too. They just came together.
They just came
We
together.
liked them together. We didn't realize how much we liked them together.
They got good chemistry.
Great.
Yeah.
On Broken Play.
Yeah.
And then if you go back, the dude with that tattoo on his forehead, he used to do a lot of sketches with
I thought you were about to say a lot of crime.
him with DC on Vine and shit. So I remember seeing him a lot back in the day on Instagram and Vine. Moneybag Mafia. Moneybag Mafia.
And what is his face tattoo? Can you zoom in on that?
It's literally
It's a Nike
It's the
check.
Nike
Yeah.
check.
oh, shit, I thought it was a puzzle piece.
No, it's a Nike check.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've seen him, but he
did it.
just started. Is that the per episode 10K? Oh, this is I love this.
This is fire.
Oh, they got the.
They have
love
their
this.
media.
yeah,
the
they
media
got,
kit?
yeah, they
This
got it
is
right there.
beautiful.
Yeah, this is fire.
This is really beautiful. 85 South, our website when it does come up,
Yeah.
Nice,
fuck
simple,
with you niggas.
sleek.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
there might be some
I
similarities.
like the
Might be
coffee
some very-
cream.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This answers a lot of things.
Yeah, it might be some similarities. Yeah, so
Oh, Lawrence connecting dots. That's good.
right.
Oh shit!
I love it, man.
Thievery,
But,
nigga. Yeah. We black, right?
Y'all ever read that book, The Art of Stealing?
Nope.
It's something like that.
I think that's the name of it. I think that is the name
It's
of
a
it.
huge book, but it's like something like The Art of Stealing, where it's like
What's the premise?
the premise is like all great, like stealing isn't
Art of the
necessarily
Steal.
bad.
No, that's not.
And it's like doing it correctly is like being inspired.
Steal like an artist.
Steal like an artist.
what it is,
Yeah,
steal like an
taking
artist.
something that you get inspired by,
Yeah.
recreating it to yourself. So you kind of
Yeah.
stole this thing that you love, but you still reformed it into your
It's basically like
Your own
I get
thing
what you're
kinda
saying.
thing,
Like
yeah.
nothing is original.
exactly.
Nothing
Kinda
is
I was about to
that,
say it's kind of hard to find
It's-
something new.
yeah,
under
it's
the
not
sun.
it's not straight plagiarism. It's not no
Yeah.
Carlos
Yeah.
Mencia
But
shit.
it's not also a trick describing why tricking is okay, right?
I don't think so. I never read the book.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
I never read the book, but I've had
Somebody
it
who read
explained.
it, please.
Who's the author?
And I remember when
Austin
it was,
Kleon.
and I remember when it was like first came out, like a lot of people were talking about it, like it's a book that all artists should read.
Okay.
I never read it though. Drop in the comments if you read it.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's more about inspiration than plagiarism.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It-
And you know,
'Cause it's like-
you got to have a good book title.
Yeah.
It's
was
got
that?
a hook. It's almost like a YouTube thumbnail.
Because the artist,
Who's that
like
last person?
a nigga like Carolos Mencia, like what's his artist stealing? Some would say his is very gorilla pimpish.
Well, if we get into that, he'll break it down for you.
Oh yeah. And I haven't seen this guy either, but who cares?
Hey.
Look how many tour days he has.
Justin
Who
Whitehead.
gives a fuck?
Yeah, for sure.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Well, I mean, somebody does.
Wait, go in, zoom in on the
wait.
cities.
Oh, never mind.
The cities matter more so than the how
Nah,
many.
he's doing it.
Chattanooga.
He's doing it. He's moving around.
Texas, Tampa.
Tennessee.
We're looking at,
to a lot
we're
of
looking at
states,
about
bro.
25 dates right now.
And this is also East West Coast. He's going back and forth.
Is he headlining? Is that what this is?
This is his shit. Yeah, this is his shit.
That's
so
fire.
He might not be headlining,
Well, he might not be, but I mean, still,
but that's where you'll find him.
that's
at.
where you'll find him.
Did I
Yeah.
say Fuquay going?
Oh, he's gonna be at Good Nights.
Yeah, he's Raleigh, Greensboro, and Charlotte.
it's
Yeah.
already passed, right?
Yeah, we just me and White Man just went to go see Carlos Miller at Charlie
yeah.
Goodnight.
How was
on
that?
Saturday.
How was the set?
Without describing, you know.
Yeah, so I would say the set was I liked it. It was good. It was
A
real
lot of crowd work.
Yeah, it was a lot of crowd work. It was real laid back. Like it was real laid back. I think like me and Lauren were talking about it afterwards where it seemed like he has a set, right? Which I'm sure he has an hour and a half just ready to go at all times.
Yeah.
But the crowd was doing so much that it was like he kept getting distracted and like fucking and talking with the crowd and shit like that. To where it was like we were having such a good time doing that.
Yeah, with the crowd work.
With the crowd work, and then it would be like he'd be like, okay, chill, like all right. And then you could tell when he would start the bit, and then he'd be like, but then somebody yell something out, or it was this nigga with this like
Silk shirt.
It was a nigga with this shiny silk shirt. And he just kept referring to him because he just like, I'm dying to know where you bought that from, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, I wish you niggas could see it. He was like, but when you see it, there's no way you won't be like, that's who he was talking about. And literally, as soon as he stood up, all of us, as we're passing the nigga, you just see people passing him. Say, that was definitely him.
The light started reflecting off
Bro,
his
it was
shirt.
the craziest salmon pink shiny.
shit was crazy.
I ain't never seen no
That
shit
shit was
like
crazy.
that.
It looked like his chest hair had waves.
Yeah, and it was crazy. So it was like just shit like that kept happening. So where it was just a chill ass thing. It felt like we were just kicking it with him.
Yeah, he
called
was
it
like
kicking it on the porch.
on the porch. He was like, yeah, I don't want to give up too much. He was like, yeah, we on the porch. And this shit. He was like, I like this place. He was like, something about this feels illegal.
Right, because he was like, you niggas got me telling jokes in a shopping center. This is crazy, you know? Because Charlie Goodnight's is in the shopping center now.
Which
You know what I
is
mean?
unfortunate. And y'all also went to the second show.
We went to the 10 p.m. show.
Which I mean, he's a
different-
professional, so he's used to that. But
It's a different crowd, though.
You know,
Which is interesting because when I went to go see Hannibal Buress over there, it was the 10 p.m. crowd, and I didn't realize it until Karlos said it. I was like, this 10 p.m. crowd probably is slightly different. You know what I mean? Like
they're a little drunker,
higher, and that's what he was saying. But even Hannibal had like a little moment. He was like the late shows. You always get the strangest people in these. You know what I'm saying? Like he even made the same joke about that. So
People probably laugh
creeps come
easier
out.
too now. Think about it. Not just say that.
You're slightly tired, but also drunk, and so everything's a lot easier. We just happy to be here. Like we might have been at work still.
Yeah.
And the fact that you had a 10 p.m. show, we were happy that you
was able to make
you
it.
were able to accommodate niggas. You know what I'm saying?
My thing for that whole show though, he just came off as naturally funny. You know what I'm saying? And
Chilling.
that's what I really fuck with.
That's a gift.
It came off just naturally like this nigga's just a funny nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, reps are a beautiful thing, nigga.
Yeah. So
makes it look easy.
it was a good show though overall.
How many
man.
jokes did he say about white people?
Man, the white people were going so crazy. The white women were going like they were turning up because it was like
Oh yeah, I remember that.
it was so, it was one white chick, and the white women started battling about I've been with my black man for 10 years. I've been with mine for 17 years. He was like, what the fuck? He was like, what's happening right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she said something again out the blue. He was like, "Hey, go, this a hating asshole again." Like,
Yeah, and then
He was just composing.
one was just kind of like out of control, and he was like, ma'am, you're embarrassing the other white women in here being acting civilized right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the other white women are like, she's not with us. Like, you know, that shit was.
She's a traitor.
It was literally just like the nigga just came over to like a little function that we all just happened to be at.
for sure.
It was chill.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was
Did he
cool.
come
Yeah.
out to music?
He did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I was about to say probably some Big Mo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, parts of
Some
when you
Snoop.
describing the story, it sounded like he tried to stop a couple fights, like midway through his set. Like he was just a mediator,
Yeah, bro. He was just
but a
bro.
funny ass mediator.
Yeah, and that I think that is kind of a when a comedian has a podcast,
Yeah.
that is kind of a
Niche.
what am
No,
I
'cause they all
trying to
have
say? It's a I don't know. You enjoy me sitting and talking and kicking shit, right? So the comedy, the set expectation is slightly lower because when I'm watching your show, I'm not in there looking at how good is this stand-up comedy. I'm enjoying the chill part with you. You know what I mean?
And that also
you get to
potentially.
yeah,
that depends on
yeah.
that depends on where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Like if you're going in on him just being a podcaster, then that's how you're gonna view it.
Yeah.
But if it's comedy first, which is what he is,
Yeah.
and then podcasting, like you'll look at it with a
I mean, I just respect them both equally, though.
different
So it's
perspective,
like
you know what I mean?
like I respect both of them. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
But
I
in terms
don't
of,
I
like,
don't go
somebody
with, yeah.
somebody going to his actual comedy show who knows about comedy,
Yeah.
that expectation is gonna be a little bit higher.
Higher, for sure.
than
Yeah, sure.
somebody
At the
who's just
comedy
like,
show.
oh,
For sure.
he's funny on podcast. Let me just fuck with him.
Right, yeah.
Because funny off stage and on stage is two different things.
But and it wouldn't happen. But his demeanor on stage does make
so
me
chill.
It makes me
Yeah.
want to see like he would be the perfect comedy show host for like the greats, like being on this. Like if there was like a show with Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr or whoever, and
king
you
of
had
comedy.
him hosting the show,
Yeah,
it would go over phenomenal.
I know you mean that in a positive
I do.
light,
I know it sounds crazy, but I mean it in a
kinda
positive. I
sounds
know,
like,
but I'm saying
no
he's-
comic wants to hear, yo, you'd be the greatest MC of the show.
No, but I'm saying like I would have
Like,
just as much fun
come
with
on.
that. I think I would have just as
Really?
much fun
Martin
with
Lawrence was a legendary Def Comedy Jam host.
host. He was.
Well, Def
Legendary.
Comedy Jam.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
It's a legendary show.
I'm putting it on that type of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
it'd be a
don't think the
legendary show.
position is demeaning.
It's not.
Steve Harvey was a king of comedy, but he was also the host of the
You're
show.
telling a
was.
starter
He was.
to come off the bench.
No, I'm saying do that type of shit like in those
And
events.
Steve Harvey hosted the show. That I don't know.
He
Steve
hosted the show too,
He did.
didn't he?
He
Steve
did,
hosted
yeah.
the
Steve's
Comedy
ego
Did.
might have been so big.
He did.
He's just all over it. He might have only hosted the show because he couldn't go last. So he was like, if I can't headline, you're gonna see me all fucking night.
Yo,
you know
and
what I mean?
If you hear stories about Steve Harvey like that,
if you hear about how Steve Harvey could be, that sounds a little accurate.
But even if that's the case, it worked. And he
Yes.
was the host. It
Yes.
worked. So that's what I'm saying. Like that type of event with the greats.
I
Like,
think
That's
we're
what I
not,
mean.
We're not denying it, but it's just
Yeah.
like a comic is just that's not a compliment.
put it like this.
I'm not trying to
Lil
make it a comment. I'm
Duval,
trying to make a great show.
I see Lil Duval doing that shit because Lil Duval is just like he's a host.
That nigga's funny on
Sincere
stage.
type
But you
of
don't
nigga.
see like his stand up as being as funny enough to headline.
Oh, that nigga's
I
funny.
have never seen.
That
his
sounds
stand-up.
crazy to me.
That nigga's funny. I've seen it.
He's hilarious.
No, on stage
I've
stand
never
up. I've watched his stand up in live. I went to fucking the PNC Arena to watch this nigga before, and I went to
Okay,
and Good Nights.
I trust you. I trust you.
What year was that?
PNC was like last year or
Oh, word, okay.
or 2 years ago, and then I went to Good Nights to see him like 6 years ago maybe.
How many musical songs
Shit
did
was
he perform?
hilarious.
His
did a
show
few.
is so layered because he has
he
hits
has-
on
Yeah,
it.
I was about to say
Like,
he,
like
Yeah.
He comes out to his own.
Yeah.
hit.
he can really go 15 minutes, 20 minutes of like hits.
Yeah.
Really longer,
Yeah.
honestly.
Good.
He could probably do 30 minutes of hits and then 30 minutes of jokes. Like he's got a layered ass show.
he's a different style of entertainer. I feel like he's cut from that cloth back in the day to where you had to have multiple talents. Like you had to be able to do some magic.
Yeah.
You had to be able to sing.
Yeah.
Like you were just a jack of all trades when it came to entertaining. You could do comedy, you could do dancing.
But he kind of revolutionized the comedian in hip hop too. Like he talked about how he was one of the first comedians to keep popping up in these hip hop rappers, music videos and shit like that and all that.
Yeah.
So he showed us how to commercialize being a comedian back in the day.
Lil
Exactly.
Duval is a legend.
Yeah.
All these niggas are. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these are all just like fun. That was a full segment. I fuck with it though.
Yeah,
Shout
nah,
out Carlos Miller.
and
Yeah.
niggas be talking about, oh, y'all just talk about bullshit. Y'all just hating shit.
Yeah, just
Niggas,
hating.
niggas love us.
Now y'all got this.
How many minutes of love was that?
I don't know.
At least 18.
25.
25 minutes of pure, unadulterated love. Now hit the bell. Let's get to this hate. Nigga.
What's the dirt versus Company Man? Company Man is Justin. I can't remember his last name, and that is not
Justin Hunt.
Justin Hunt, thank you. And that was not journalistic of me to not have that already down packed. But
No, you've chosen the side.
all right, so
He's chosen the side.
Yeah, nigga.
oh god.
Oh, here we go.
All right,
Oh,
so
God. Another friendship.
Yeah.
okay, so let's just. This is slightly old, but let's just recap and bring everybody up to speed. You probably already know. So, What's the Dirt is a YouTube channel that has been breaking down all the beefs,
The feud.
all the Kendrick versus Drake. Deep dive videos, breaking down every single lyric, bringing us back history, references, and everything. He's blown up, and he blew up before. Like his channel obviously exploded again, but before he even started dropping these, Matt was already at about, or What's the Dirt was already at about 100 and something thousand subscribers. So it's not like he hit this. He started doing these videos, and then they got there. He was doing videos of like why DJ Vlad and Joe Budden don't like each other. Like he had been already giving us these hip hop
Dense
stories.
content. He already had his light. It just got a lot of embalming
It
fluid
got
on top of it.
exactly. So that's not new for him, right? He's been doing this. The infamous Family Matters. Excuse me.
God bless you.
Family Matters. That was actually a cough, which is crazy.
It sounded like both.
Yeah, it did. The Family Matters one's dropped. It looks like it's on track to be one of the biggest ones that he had. It's also a really long video, but that song was long, and he does extensive amount of research. There was
Too much,
moments.
some might say.
It's too much, some might say, such as Justin Hunt, aka the Company Man. There was moments. So the key moments that, let's say, black culture or hip hop culture felt like What's the Dirt went too far is when he said he tracked Drake's genealogy, Drake's father's genealogy, pretty much to prove that he's like actually African American.
Yeah.
But the reason there's obviously a reason for that, because in the record that was one of the things that like Drake was kind of levying against. I mean, Kendrick Lamar was levying against Drake, him not being black. You can't say nigga no more, things of that nature. Which brings us to the next point that a lot of people black culture or American culture or whatever had an issue with.
Or Kendrick lovers.
Kendrick lovers is that WhatsTheDirt said Drake used the N-word 37 times, representing every year of his life.
In reference to every year of breath he's breathed.
Yes. So Justin Hunt, aka the Company Man, made a video and was not happy about that. Pretty much was saying like, bro, this shit is disgusting. This is tone deaf. Like, why? Like, what are you doing, essentially, right? And this is previously, Company Man had bigged him up because he liked his 616 video breakdown. So this went from I really appreciate this guy. He is one of the best out there to I really don't like what he did in this video.
Company Man to WhatsTheDirt.
Company Man to WhatsTheDirt.
We're really like just giving y'all the quick synopsis.
Yeah, just kind of bringing it up because it's
Company Man. I don't know how I feel about it. Company Man.
Yeah,
he took a very, as he would say, a journalistic approach. A very
and apparently he is a legendary journalist.
And I was just about to speak to that because I first caught wind of who he was like years ago in high school because he was doing voiceovers for Hip Hop DX.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of voiceovers for Hip Hop DX, and like he would, I don't know.
So maybe I have heard his voice.
You've definitely heard his voice.
Okay,
before, because if you watch that channel during a certain time period, he was narrating a lot of them. But he's always been a professional, and he's always not been too keen on white people talking about black shit.
Gotcha.
Which that's been in the history before, and I could even tell when he was breaking or reacting to the WhatsTheDirt video, the way that he was even talking about Dirt.
Yeah,
we call him that.
Yeah,
we
call him Dirt. Yep,
Dirt
for sure.
The way he was talking about Dirt, it was pretty muddy.
Yeah,
it was very.
It was like he couldn't even take anything in the breakdown serious, just from a journalistic standpoint, because he didn't see his sources weren't in MLA format at the end of the video.
But nah, I concur, nigga. It was just a very like honest opinion, and Dirt's response, it kind of showed his hand in terms of like, we was even talking about this in the car, completely different context.
Yeah.
But like, once you forget you're playing the game, that's when you really lose, regardless of if you lost already.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like if you're playing basketball, you getting mad at a tech call.
Yeah.
It's like you're forgetting it's a game.
Right.
And WhatsTheDirt forgot.
And that's where that's where this heat comes from.
He forgot the terrain he was really playing in.
Right.
And this is what, y'all gonna see it. But
yeah. So
he had that moment where he looked in the lake and was like, "Oh shit, I'm white."
But
well, I'm a white guy in a black place.
But also, it's almost like WhatsTheDirt. Like he genuinely had no context.
Because we also got to remember, WhatsTheDirt is Canadian.
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian,
which is important, and so and like
very important.
It's important, and
should we give him grace for that?
This is where it starts for real. Like, WhatsTheDirt realized what he was doing. Oh, I'm getting a little bit ahead of the story.
Yeah,
but WhatsTheDirt just had that moment to where he realized what a lot of people want Adam to like finally come up and say is that I got comfortable saying things, talking about things that I don't have the most knowledge on. I can't properly contextualize it.
Right.
And I was playing in that mud pit.
Right.
I partly agree with Company, but the other side is like, when are we gonna like
move past that?
When are we gonna just, I guess, be accepting of white people in the culture?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want to be like I don't want to feel like a bully.
Yeah.
At a certain point,
Yeah.
like just because they're white don't mean their perspective or the angle at which they come at a situation doesn't matter.
Right.
Just because they wasn't fucking watching N1 mixtapes.
Right.
Or they might have been.
Or don't know what a hot comb smell like.
And there was certain times, which I can't think of specifically in the Company Man video, where I felt like he was kind of going for the low-hanging fruit of like, all right, you're just a white dude.
Yes.
You obviously have no idea what you're talking about. But WhatsTheDirt gave him that ammo. You know what I mean? But
yeah, and so like just to kind of give you guys a little bit more context, outside of Company Man dropping, him not being satisfied, and he was unhappy with how Matt did his Family Matters freestyle.
And
Matt got offended and he lost himself and did a 12-minute upload to Twitter where he just went in on everybody pretty much. So this is one of those stories where it's like I'm really 50-50 on both sides, right? Matt or WhatsTheDirt lashed out because Justin caught everything, right? Justin caught all those comments that Matt might get in his Matt is WhatsTheDirt, but all those comments that he might get that are negative towards him and that hate that you get, whether you're doing something good or positive, it's always an onslaught of hate. The first person that like lines themselves up on the plate, batter up like I want to take it on, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going all the way in," because Justin Hunt's video wasn't. It was educational. It was educational. It wasn't crazy. There's still moments where I feel like, okay, we really need to have this conversation, like about what's the culture and protecting the culture, because it's like, yeah, you're holding it at that high regard, but can we take a step back and what is the hip hop culture for real? Like, what are we, like, you're holding it to a standard that is that really the standard that it actually is right now? Like, that's how you feel about it. Yeah. But it's obvious that's not the standard that's held with the majority of the world, right? Or what's being pushed to us. So there's an element of that I think just overall we're not going to be able to, because certain people won't be able to get past or see past that part of it. But then there's also, I understand Matt, I can understand tweaking and losing yourself, right? Because like on a nigga, after getting all that hate and the first person that tees up. And what's also needs to be kind of stressed and important is, I think one of the main reasons that WhatsTheDirt went so hard, it was going so hard. Some of the things that he said in his response, which we'll play those, is he's a Carlton. Justin said
he looks like he doesn't say the N-word or something along those lines.
Yeah, he said I haven't said the N-word, and he was like, bro, you look, I can tell, like, bro, we can tell. Yeah. And like stuff like that, like
which is funny.
It was hilarious.
That is hilarious. It was for a white man who studies rap lyrics. Hilarious. To be like, I can tell this black guy doesn't say nigga.
Yeah.
Fucking funny.
So it's always funny because it's like if I'm watching like WhatsTheDirt's response, to me it's not that crazy. I can see where it's offensive, but I'm like, some of this shit's funny. And I get the vein that it's coming in. I don't think it's the Carlton line is fighting words. Like all of a sudden it got twisted to that. But it's like he only is gonna get hit with that stigma because he is a white man telling that to a black person. You know what I mean?
And then like we can't shoot him that much bail. And even what you were saying earlier about how you can see why he reacted this emotionally. Right. You can understand it.
It's a mistake, though.
You don't excuse it, though.
I know. No. It's definitely a mistake.
Because he literally showed why this is happening.
Yeah. Right.
Because he called them Carlton Banks. Didn't even understand like the connotation of what that means when you call a black dude that.
Yes.
Right.
And suffered the consequences.
The underlying tones.
Pretty much.
And we're also asking white people to do something that they've never really had to do, and that's code switch.
Yeah.
Or essentially be a good boy when you're working in the office.
Yeah.
And that's something that, black people, niggas, we kind of go through every day, regardless of like wherever we work at. Unless you work at a tattoo parlor.
Yeah, that's true.
Nigga.
Right. That's the fact. Or
for the most part, white people aren't like, all right, I got to step into this world
and be this
and be different.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a good point.
White people go through that, but it's not
the same.
It's not.
We have to code switch way more. If you even know. If you even recognize when you're in the areas that you need to code switch at.
You get what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
And
for sure.
It's tricky.
Yeah. See, I fuck with WhatsTheDirt, right? So, but I can't say that he was wrong, and he knows he's wrong. I think his apology video was good as well too. It was actually like heartfelt or whatever like that, and I think it was honest. But I do want to.
You don't think he was wrong?
No, I did. I said
okay.
Oh, did I say I didn't think he was wrong?
You said you can't say he's wrong. I think
you're empathetic.
Like
sorry,
but I just wanted you.
I'm empathetic, but he was wrong. Gotcha.
Yeah, let me make that clear because at first I thought you were trying to excuse what he was doing.
No. I think he did fly off the handle. Yeah. I think he did fly off the handle, and I think he could have still clapped back, but he was in an emotional state. Nothing was measured. He was just going.
He was emotional.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not mad at him just responding to somebody critiquing him. It's just it wasn't measured. and he fell right into the worst
because
pit.
he responded as if like he wasn't a white dude.
Yes,
which is the problem.
Yeah.
It's the reason he's being called out.
It's like
the reason he's being called out.
Which was the whole point of Justin's video. Yeah.
And that's the thing is like him just looking in the mirror and understanding his whiteness.
100%.
So how far can a white person go in this culture now?
See, that's a whole nother.
If I was white,
that's a separate conversation. But you know what I mean? It's like, but this it's part of that.
They go.
It really is.
They go as far as they are respected by niggas, and in order to achieve respect by niggas,
you have to be the craziest.
That's you're not crazy, but it's only been one man to do it.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. So another point before we move on, let's watch Mac
Miller got respect, right?
The apology video?
Not the apology.
So many different angles to hit this.
It really is. It really is. Because outside of this altercation, I really want to, there's like the Curtis King video. So Matt deleted his response video off of Twitter. It was about 12 minutes. The only place you're really going to be able to find it, it's probably more places, but I'd say the one with the most views is Curtis King TV.
It's going to be in reaction channels.
It's going to be reaction channel, and it's Curtis King TV. And I will say I had a really good time watching Curtis's reaction because as I'm watching Curtis's reaction, this nigga, I really like this nigga's channel. And it's because I didn't agree with everything he said, but in this breakdown, this nigga had there's like 3 separate conversations that I want to have just off of, because he articulates himself well enough to where I'm like, my first time watching him, I thought this was such a good video for me to watch him for the first time, because not only am I seeing him defend his friend who's Justin Hunt, but I'm also getting an idea of where he views things in culture, how he views things like academics. He named it, he has this thing where he names it the Akademiks. What did he call it? I'm gonna make that my own. I'm gonna make that its own segment. What the fuck was it called? It was
essentially he's like the other company man. That's what I got from it. Like he had the same sentiments that company man had, without all the journalistic integrity to kind of back it up. But he's also, when I was watching it,
yeah, go ahead.
I felt the sentiment of a lot of people. You know what I mean? I was like, you could just watch him and it counts for probably like 100 other thousand niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a good watch for sure, but the main consensus is like the nigga Matt was tripping.
Nigga Matt was tripping, and he knows that himself.
Akademiks logic. That's
Akademiks
what it was.
logic, yeah.
Akademiks logic. He has a problem with Akademiks logic, and he gave us great examples. That's going to be its own segment, and I think I want to start there. But let's watch a little bit of Matt's response, just so we don't leave this segment without people hearing him kind of flying off the handle a little bit. Go to 117.43. Oh no, that's a problem with Akademiks. Not there. Let's go to 34. Long problem with white. Yeah, long problem with YouTube. White people speaking in black people. White people speaking on black people on YouTube. I think. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. 34 minutes.
Okay, that's what. Okay,
34 minutes. That's where I want to start.
Shout out to Curtis King though, man. He was talking about his kids and shit. He take care of his family.
You take care of his kids?
Hell yeah,
that's
that
good.
Take care of his.
I really fuck with Curtis King. I really like this.
Yeah, he's a music guy.
I really like this video. Too. I really like how he did it.
He even brought up himself, like, you know, me being a mulatto, you know, woody woo woo. It's hard for me too.
He had so many. There's like, even though it's like I'm watching this video, I was watching. The reason I like this video so much is because I'm watching it so I can hear Matt's video, because it's deleted off of Twitter, so I didn't hear it. But as I'm listening to this nigga speak, I'm like, damn, this nigga's giving me 3 topics for the show right now. Just like off of just like the things that he's saying that I have responses for, and I'm like, I get what you're saying, but then I'm like, you also got to remember this side of it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you got to defend your friend.
Yeah. I mean, I fuck with Dirt, so, but yeah.
One more to context, because I don't want to seem like I'm interrupting all his points, whatever points those are. Mind you, this is only a few days, if not a day after. I think it's 2 days after. I gotta make sure. I mean, I'm not sure about that. It's a few days after he drops this video, and it seems like it's already trending to be one of his biggest videos on his channel. You would think from that vantage point that you wouldn't even have time to address the things going on here. I think I even saw an update where he said something that he was having issues with the copyright, so he still had to get things right with the video. My thing is, why did you have time for Justin? What was it that Justin said that warranted a 12-minute response like this? Did it hit too close to home? What's the dirt? I'm just merely asking questions. I want to know, because I know when I got a video that's trending, I already expect everybody and their mama gonna say everything about me and my mama. It's just what comes with the territory. But it seems to be very interesting that you made the time for Justin in the way that you've made it. And I'm sorry, sir. I don't know you, sir. But it feels like it's exuding a lot of arrogance. All the way from the jump, talking about, this ain't even worth being on my YouTube channel and
hey, let's just actually look at my analytics.
So to answer that question, I can't speak for Dirt, but I think it 100% did hit close to home. And the reason I think it hit close to home is because Dirt is still an up-and-coming channel. He's still early in this, right? And I can speak for myself in this too. When you get a response from somebody, because Dirt did say that Justin Hunte is somebody that he looked up to, and he journalism-wise, right? So when somebody has inspired you to go into a lane, or they pioneered a lane that you're now in, and there's somebody that you essentially looked up to in this craft, their criticism is going to hurt the most.
Because you put him on a pedestal.
You put him on a pedestal slightly. So when the first time he heard from Justin Hunte, it was all praise and all whatever. So the first time it was negative, it's like, yes, I'm supposed to be taking this as part of the game, but god damn, bro, like I fuck with this dude.
That's
and he's
also
talking shit about
that's
me. You know
also
what I
his
mean?
ignorance, but
yeah, I was about to say, but that's when you kind of go back and like kind of self-evaluate yourself,
self-regulate, self-evaluate,
review, whatever,
Yeah.
you know. But because if this is somebody whose opinion you respect, and they bid you up before,
Right.
and so you took that, so the criticism has to be taken with the same level of humility.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. That's easy for all of us to say. I'll say for myself too. That's easy for all of us to say, but the first time it happens, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how you're going to feel for real. That's all I'm saying.
Especially if you think you're in the right, because your first thought is,
That's all I'm saying.
how do you not see what I'm doing?
Yes, obviously, you're not in an emotional state. This is an easy, logical conversation to have.
yeah.
If I should take the positive as well as I take the negative, right? But once it's happening, and it's the first time it's happening, and it's from the person that you had reverence for, you don't know what you're going to do sometimes.
It's a lot
And
of,
it might be flying off the handle like what's the dirt did.
I feel you if the OG in this situation gave criticism before getting bigged up, but the fact that like something in the past, we had a relationship in the past where I did something that you appreciated, you found it was good quality, you should be able to discern, because like that first hurdle has already been jumped over.
I think
I can establish that when we talk about my work, you're coming from a place of like wanting to help.
and it's
Because
also
you bigged me up before, so if you're telling me something bad now, I'm not gonna just. Well, I'm talking about me personally, because I can't speak for Dirt.
I think it goes to show you like Dirt's insolence, like the fact that he took it that personal. Like you said, like it's a certain type of humility you got to move with, especially when it's somebody that you look up to. You feel me?
Especially when they bigged you up first too, because I can understand that point from like your first time communicating with your North Star, it being negative. Then it's like, all right, well, you might get a little jumpy, but since you already established that kind of foundation, you should be able to. He's trying to be your Mr.
And if you
Miyagi.
really look up to him, you should know where he's coming from, and you should instantly get what he's saying. Like, I feel like Dirt understood what he was saying. He just didn't want to accept it.
And which is why he went on to later
Which is-
apologize.
Exactly.
Because he realized, after the emotions settle and
Because-
logic is in,
I don't think the order. Personally, I don't think the order matters.
the order of what?
The order of getting bigged up for
big up criticism. Yeah.
I don't think it matters personally. When you're, it's so weird to say, but like when you're North Star, we'll just use that. Maybe we'll name the episode that your North Star. But the first time criticism comes to, I didn't even look up to Elliot. Elliot had me fucking emotionally pissed off. Like, and I don't even look up to Elliot Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
I think something.
But
that
it was
comes-
the first
oh, my fault.
time somebody of notoriety said something. He didn't say nothing, but he posted us, and it was like a clip of us shitting on him. So he fed us to his sharks. You right? You know what I mean? So like in my mind, I'm like, man, it's fucked up. Like these dudes, you know, in my mind, it's like I went to all the places that I didn't think I was gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
That's also wrong.
Yeah, it's also
I know,
wrong.
but this is what I'm saying. I know it's wrong. It's easy to have the logical common sense of you're not supposed to emotionally react, but you don't know what you're gonna do until it happens to you.
But it's even times too when like you're playing in a game where you're starting at a deficit in terms for what's the dirt playing in a black culture game. You know what I mean? So he has to move
his white card hadn't been used against him yet until this moment. Right.
It was probably in
he
comments.
obviously did something wrong.
Yeah,
in comments.
It was probably in comments, but this was the big face that actually had some credibility behind it to really be something worth fighting against.
Because Akademiks, I couldn't find the clip, but Akademiks used to big him up. Still bigs him up.
He still does,
you know, it's like, yo, shout out to What's the Dirt, my Toronto brethren, you know what I mean? He's my brother and shit. So, yeah, I mean, I guess What's the Dirt just got real comfortable, you feel me? He was like, big act, fuck with me. I don't really care about these other niggas.
I think that's what we're gonna get him. I think that's what we're gonna get him to next. But go ahead.
I was about to say he just knew so much about black culture and different facets of it that he thought he knew it all. He thought he understood.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
It was so many comments. It was like, yo, you can come to the cookout. This whole cookout shit. It's like a thing. It's like black heaven for white people.
Some of that response can already come from how right you already think you are too. You know, within the way you approached it, especially because you felt like, you know what I'm saying, you felt like you did this with integrity already. And it's like, how could you not see? You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you not see? So you're looking at your nigga, and that's where you, yeah. So that's where it's coming from. It's like, how could you not see?
How do you not understand where I'm at right now? How do you not? How do you? Because if that's a, I get it. I get it. Personally.
I don't understand it because it's like that's like you're a boxer and you're facing like you're Muhammad Ali.
But that's where your humility comes in.
You go like, what the fuck?
No.
Oh my God, he's me.
Like that's what it is. Like you know what game you're playing, you should accept it and move accordingly. Because all What's the Dirt had to go. All he had to do was go.
All that is true.
I understand, Justin.
I just think
I feel you.
When it happens to you,
of course.
When it happens to you,
but
I've seen too many examples to do that.
But it has to be. I don't know. What's the Dirt knew he was wrong though.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest part of the problem, that you knew you was wrong.
Yeah.
So that means you knew you was wrong when you was doing it, nigga.
Yeah, you just didn't want to admit
it. It's not like the Dirt don't have a conscience. I mean, he's cool and shit.
I'm just speaking from the creator side of. I'm just speaking from the side of the person that's been hustling to get to a spot. That's
creator
all.
to creator.
Yeah, that's all. That's odd. That's the only thing I'm speaking on.
Because you don't want to potentially like shoot yourself in the leg, or have somebody big up in the industry, shoot you down and shit. But I don't know, man.
Everybody has to go through it. Everybody has to have their moment.
Everybody has their moment.
I feel like I've had mine. I feel like I've had mine on a smaller scale from people that I didn't give a fuck about. To where this moment for me, I feel like I just resonated a lot with this moment in general, just because this last year I feel like I've learned so much about dealing with these people. And getting to such a happy place where I don't give a fuck about none of them anymore. You know what I mean? Personally, because there's so like we're gonna get into like the arrogance and the Akademiks effect as well too. We're gonna get into that next, because I think there's also a certain aspect of that. Let's jump over to that now. All right, so Curtis King TV, in his breakdown of What's the Dirt, doing the video against, pretty much tweaking out on Justin Hunt, Company Man. He kept bringing up DJ Akademiks in terms of like the arrogance and the DJ Akademiks. What did I call it?
Academics logic.
The academic logic, where he essentially, which I never thought about, kind of broke down and kind of said how Akademiks has kind of birthed this level of arrogance in young creators, right? To where back in the day, there was a journalistic approach to disagreeing with your fellow comrade, to where we can still sit at the table, be in the same function and things of that nature, right? But then like the Akademiks level, Akademiks introduces a new one where it's a suck my D, it's a F you, it's a spit on you. Look down, I'm doing better than you, I got more clout based off views and things of that nature, right? And I didn't realize that when he said that, I was like, I guess that is a good point. Like, because even when I saw other people coming up in different generations, they never used "I'm more popping than you," "I'm doing better," or "I'm better than you." I didn't see that as much. True. It was more of a "I'll clown you out the building," "I'll clown you out the room," or it was I don't know. It definitely didn't have the same.
Akademiks brought flexing to journalism.
Yeah,
essentially.
But the thing is like they're picking up what he's doing. But I'm not saying that they didn't earn the right to do it, but it comes from a different place with Akademiks.
It does.
Because he was getting fronted on by the whole industry. So once he got to that position where he had leverage, it was like, oh yeah, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas didn't think I would be here. So like his flexing mindset is more like it's a chip on your shoulder effect.
I was about to say.
But you got young niggas that's coming in already like that.
Yeah.
It comes from a place of hurt, like deep hurt with Akademiks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's not even real. It's not even like real. What's the word? When you're cocky and shit.
Arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
It is pseudo arrogance because it's like manufactured.
Because it's fluff.
It's fluff.
Oh, I get what you're saying. It's like you gotta kind of big it up a little bit so you feel justified in your head.
Yeah, like you've ever heard of stories of like a LA gang member, their OG being like, yeah, you know, we about to go kill this nigga, but he's telling you that on Sherm. The nigga's not even sober. You get what I mean?
He's not even clicking his
It's like
seatbelt.
Akademiks is like a false idol, like showing niggas the wrong way when that's not even how you supposed to act.
Let's listen to how he breaks this down. Go to 1 hour, 9 minutes, 28 seconds. Yeah, right here.
And I'm just, I understand what's happening, right? There's a difference between a DJ Akademiks and an Elliott Wilson. Elliott Wilson's figuring it out. Salute to the OG. But there's old school journalism that really was like editorial where you kind of gave your opinion, but you still were respectful that you're going to meet these people in real life one day. But I think YouTube has kind of like made this a little bit more risque in that folks are offering not only their opinions, but they're like saying, suck, like Akademiks. That is the standard for a lot of people. Suck my dick. I ain't, man, fuck you. Y'all ain't shit. I'm bigger than the artist. But my thing is, how could you be bigger than the people that you're covering? So I think what's happening is that individuals like yourself are seeing this is important for me so I can have my feet solidified in this space. I'm doing the same thing right now, where I have to give my opinion. I get to give my opinion, and because of that, people know where I stand on things. People don't want to watch the news for that. The news gives you these are the facts. This is happening. Some of them are a little bit, some of them got a little propaganda for sure. But I'm saying that's what they come to us for. But when you lean in on things that you don't have any experience in, I don't know your experience being a black male in America. But when you lean in on things that you don't have experience in, this is where you're getting challenged on it.
It's Kendrick Lamar, Jesus himself is able to do these types of things.
Let's jump over go to
117.
117. Yeah, let's go to 112 with the problem with Ak. Because I want to make sure before we go deeper, we lay out what he said his problem with Akademiks is.
All right, let's go deeper.
Not with somebody who had like. Imagine if he would have did this academic style on you.
No. 117.
You'd be ready to fight.
117, 43.
117?
Yeah. 43, yeah.
In my eyes, for sure. But I'm looking and I'm hoping that it's just the fact that Akademiks mention you while he's two of your pinned tweets or pinned Instagram posts here. But it seems like you're falling in line with the same problematic things that this black man that we've been critical of is doing within this culture. This is where people are calling it out, not simply because you're a Drake or Kendrick fan. That's going to die at some point. This problem is still going to exist, but that's why it's being called out. I hope this serves as education. What's the problem with Akademiks? Well, just this week, as LA Times reported that Compton business owners say they lost thousands of dollars when Kendrick Lamar's shot the Not Like Us video in his hometown. Akademiks reported it, couldn't wait to report it. And the issue wasn't that he reported it. He's a news outlet. The issue was that you chose to spin it as a blemish upon Kendrick's reputation. You couldn't wait to put that up there. Well, in the midst of him explaining that he was just copying and pasting from an article, here's what he had to say to one of the business owners who got misquoted in what they said, misquoted in the LA Times, and they went to the comments and said, Akademiks has got this story completely wrong. Here's what he said to this black-owned business.
Lamar updates. So they posted a comment supposedly from the place that's quoted in the article, saying this entire post is misquoted.
The name of the restaurant is 𝙼𝙾𝚂𝚃 𝙼𝙾𝚂 Soul Food in Compton.
And pushing a narrative that we don't represent. People, please don't believe everything you read. Words have been twisted and that's not right. The city should have made better decisions with notification on tax-paying business owners. We in no way, shape, or form have any negative commentary for Kendrick. This was a city issue and Akademiks. You better be careful about misquoting people and twisting words. We never spoke to you. I'm a food for the soul. Suck a cock. I hope.
Journalism. You're telling an established business, instead of talking to them, you feel comfortable enough to tell them to suck a dick. That's the person, what's the dirt, that we are now seeing glimpses in your reaction that felt like your version, in my opinion, of a DJ Akademiks reaction to somebody who called him out by his name. But you didn't even get called out by your name. You got soft punched. You got kitty boxed with your viewpoints. He's selling this black-owned business. Even worse than that.
Y'all go out of business. Like, it's only so much y'all could keep coming at me. Like, I didn't say I spoke to you bum ass niggas at that trash ass soul food restaurant.
Journalism.
I wouldn't come there to feed my dogs. Pluto couldn't take a shit on y'all floor. Please don't ever think that I would be talking to you fucking bum ass niggas.
Well, journalism requires you to talk to all parties.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
So that you can dig into the stories and figure out what the truth is. This is where adding, and this is still about what's the dirt. He didn't say these things, but this is what I'm saying. This is the example of journalism in this generation, and that's a fucking problem.
All right,
there's a difference.
That's weird though. Like, I get what he's saying, but journalism and journalists have always created a narrative that benefited whoever is paying the journalist or them, like regardless. Exactly. So and that's where it gets a little.
That's why, like in this video in general, there was definitely. I definitely understand where he's coming from in terms of the just being on the internet and saying "suck my D" to just anybody. But this is the weird thing. The state is different, right? Journalism back then was actually print. It was like, it wasn't actually, it was the words, right?
Yeah.
Journalism now is short documentaries on YouTube. You don't have to, you might not desire to be in the same room with these people, right? Like that might not be a desire. One of the things he was saying is the people that actually have real power are the people that are going in person and meeting people. What if you don't want the power? What if I just enjoy doing what I'm doing? This is another battle of old media versus new media, right? I don't agree with running around saying suck my D because I like going outside and I'm just not that type of nigga. If I say suck my D, it's I plan on just like I'm okay with fighting you if I see you. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm about to say, spit it out, nigga.
I'm okay with coming. I'm okay with whipping my dick on.
Come on. I was like,
if I say that,
right?
That's crazy.
So yeah, so it's like it's interesting, and this is another thing too. It's like the old level of journalism and people that respect it and hold it to the highest regard want the newer generation to respect it on the same level. But that respect is not reciprocated. The respect isn't even, right? They don't respect what you do. They don't respect what we do. We don't. I won't say like we as us people, but like old doesn't respect the new doesn't respect the old. So like anytime I hear these talking points in terms of like you need to respect these people, they're renowned journalism. A lot of people don't give a fuck. They've never read a single article, right? And their movement or their thing, he said Elliott Wilson has it figured out, right? I'm not sure what he's talking about in terms of that. Like,
I think he said figuring. Yeah.
He said figuring it out. I'm glad y'all said that because I heard figured it out.
But that would have been egregious.
Okay, that would have
figured it out.
Okay, figuring it out. That I can accept that a lot more.
You get jiggy with that.
I can get jiggy with that because I was like, I read it back twice because I said I know you didn't say you got to figure it out. I said I feel like we were all watching him try to figure it out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like
he's troubleshooting.
Yeah, and it's like there's no respect on either side because, and this is another thing too. These people
who should give it first.
I was about to ask that. That's crazy.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, all right,
because and to add on to that, does the new generation not have to earn that respect?
Right. Because when you say respect, it's that and it's carrying the torch that they once had.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
and changing how the flame burns.
Exactly.
This is what's interesting
but
about
keeping the same spark.
Well, and you niggas is cooking right now.
Turn the podcast on. We did it.
Wait, I got another fire pun. Hold up.
But this is the thing that's like the weird part about it, right? This isn't a pass the torch or pass the baton situation. Mm-hmm. This is you ran with your torch for this long. I lit a whole new torch. Yeah, like there's a certain little bit of your flame over here, but this is
some smoke from
it's
this
some
shit.
smoke. But this is a whole new thing. You were writing articles, physical articles. I wasn't. I put the camera on. I did YouTube research. I edited a video together.
But I probably read a lot of those articles, and I probably got inspiration.
And it's also
possibly.
the
balance. But I'll speak for myself. I wasn't buying hip hop magazines.
That's true.
I wasn't doing any of that.
That's true.
I just wasn't, right? I'm not like a specialist that does like hip hop breakdowns and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, but so I can't even speak to that essentially because I'm not doing that right now. But let's say the Breakfast Clubs inspired me, right? I wasn't reading anything. I watched what Charlamagne was doing on YouTube. I watched how they structured the show. I watched how Loudspeaker organized their shows. I watched how Taxstone gave it up on the microphone. And these are all audio things that I'm learning. And then that's my journalism, right? And then I'm spinning that into my own thing. You know, does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And you're describing perfectly what's going on. Like, we throw the term journalist around so much because media is a very big field.
It is.
And it has a lot of people in it.
Yeah.
Like, we'll look at a guy like fucking Ebro or Charlamagne.
Right.
We might loosely think journalists when we see them, but they're radio hosts.
Exactly.
They're radio hosts at the end of the day.
100%.
And so the same level of responsibility, there's some level of responsibility that's there because you report to people, you're nationally syndicated, but the integrity, it's a different level of integrity. It's still there, but it's different because your job is commentary.
Right.
You're supposed to bring color. You're not just supposed to tell us the facts of the case.
Yes.
That comes in on the back end.
Exactly. Exactly.
Media's gotten to the point now where
I can add value by having that, but it's not required, really.
And we're at the point in time now where the most value you can have in media is the color commentary.
It's 100%. But and this is the thing. I can respect what you do, but what I do and what I specialize in and what you specialize in, does the market want that? Like, we've taken something that you had to get a college degree from, and I don't need that at all. I don't need that, right? I can be the biggest YouTube journalist and have reach. I can see my analytics. I value those analytics on YouTube because I can see them. You know what I mean? Like, I can physically see where my locations are. I never went to college, got a college degree. It's almost like old hip hop, how like all the pioneers of hip hop didn't make the millions of dollars like the bullshit artist is today. You know what I'm saying? It's just the actual landscape.
Same with NBA contracts. It's
same
just
with
like
the NBA contract. It's just
the habitat.
This is what the world is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is.
Yeah.
So the respect has to be mutual. I think everybody wants to be bowed down to first, right? You know what I mean? Nobody wants to give the respect out first, even though it has to be given out.
From the old regime. You mean? And
the old regime, yes. I will say the old regime does not want to give no respect out. But this is the thing with the old regime, they're watching.
Yeah.
You watch, you're in that 10,000 views. You're in that 500,000 views. All of y'all are watching what I'm doing. More of y'all have watched what I did then the people watch that article you wrote. So, and not only that, you're watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you respect something that I'm doing, but you will never verbalize it. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
watch is not an immediate respect. We could be watching to see how bad it is.
That is true as well.
And like I do understand the perspective of the old regime though, because what you described perfectly encapsulates it. Because I did all this to get where I am.
Right.
There was a tried and true pathway to become who I am.
Yeah.
And I had to go through the ringer. Imagine you were in the Army and there was a bunch of new cadets that came in, but they didn't go through basic training.
Yeah.
They didn't go through Hell Week. You would look at them niggas like, bruh,
y'all are weak.
Y'all are a different breed, and I can't respect that pimping because we come from a different cloth.
Yeah.
I earned my position.
Yeah.
The internet has allowed there to be no basic training in media anymore.
But this is also the other thing too, like
it's a fine line.
There's no basic training. 90% of people, this is like an actual statistic, 90% of people don't even get 1,000 views on YouTube. So there's a certain level of basic training and quality that you passed, right? Maybe not even quality that you passed, but you figured something out, right?
Success, but not necessarily like skill.
Possibly, yeah.
You
because,
get what I'm saying? Because big
100%.
shit, bad shit gets big, and some good things get small. But
and there's a moment in here. It's that Drink Champs timestamp, where Curtis King was talking about how the consumerism. It's the hyper consumerism. Go to 45 minutes. 45 minutes. We're playing on a different landscape. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think. See, this is where I just didn't realize I was gonna get this much. I feel like I resonated so much with this shit because
you personally relate to the experience,
right? Yeah. And I can understand both sides. You know what I mean? And for me personally, I've gotten to a comfortable. I respect all people, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's as deep as it goes. I have to do. I have to do me. I have to do me because. I can't waste time. I don't care. I can't care about what your opinion is. That's gonna slow my motion down. You know what I mean? Because I'm operating in today. I understand what you do. If you're not willing to come to me on where I'm at, I'm willing to come to you where you're at. You know what I mean? And that's me personally. Some people like the academics mentality or academic logic. It's fucking nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not even gonna say, "You're right. I should start adding sources to when I'm talking about things," right? Me as a YouTube creator or a podcast person or whatever, I can say, nah, I have to do these things that are a little bit more flashy to attract more youth. But you know what? I do respect that. I can understand where it's going to make me look better if I cite my sources and I do these things and I have references, right? I can take from that. But I realize even with that openness, and this could just be for me personally, right? Other people might have different experiences. From my experience, that doesn't mean anything to these people though, right? They don't look at you. They haven't looked at me and said, "Oh, I respect what you have done. I respect that you respect what I do." It's still like, this isn't good enough or whatever. So now I just have to step away from it because it's going to take me away from doing better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because then you playing this weird game where you're trying to please a sensei.
Fuck all that shit. Fuck a sensei. It's me.
It's different if he's here physically teaching you karate. That's a completely different experience.
Is there
and that's another thing. A lot of these OGs, they have no idea what the fuck is going on down here. But they have no idea how to get it like this. Like they could not take, and a lot of them, they couldn't take people with zero clout and zero movement and recreate themselves. They couldn't do it.
Juan Epstein isn't the only nigga in his situation of like, you shouldn't leave that job.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's a lot of people in that position where like, just keep your job. Don't try to just be a lone wolf, the lone ranger in this deserty land,
like
nigga.
You
feel
like
confident,
you fully understand what's going on down here because you don't.
Yeah.
You don't because like the easiest test would be pick two people we ain't never seen or pick one person we ain't never seen, recreate that shit again in today's society. Yeah. They can't do it. They can't.
But isn't the idea from the sensei that the color commentary gets better when you have the journalistic integrity in it or when you at least have read the things or when you at least know the things? Like the sensei, you may not be looking up to the sensei to please him, but the sensei has things to teach.
For sure.
And there's a,
you
with what you said.
If he respects you.
But whether he respects you or not.
Exactly.
The sensei has things to teach.
Exactly.
Regardless.
And I agree.
And
like
I
there's a certain level of respect you should give the sensei. You feel me?
And you give it first.
Yes,
you give it first.
Yes.
So the new media should give it to the old media.
New
first.
media, you're always
right
supposed to respect the elders.
Yeah,
you always respect the elders.
You always should try. I think
you should always try and respect the elders, and if they disrespect you back, well, it's like, you know,
because and that's another thing too.
Kumbaya.
Like, how many times can you be like Akademiks? I can understand a nigga that came to each person that they respected, and all of them said, "I don't give a fuck about you."
Right.
I can understand. Now I can get it. Fuck them.
And then you get to that level.
Yeah, I get that.
Now I'm the biggest flexer possible.
Right. Yeah. So I get both sides because it's easy to shit on something newer, but what made him that way?
But also,
what made that person that way?
Yes, but also the man, like, of what being a man is, like, you just have to roll with the punches.
Now, on some SMD shit, like, that's different.
Yeah,
that's different. That's different. I can say I'm at a respectful. I don't fuck with you niggas. Like, I'm at a respectful level of it though. You know,
and it's you evolved to that point.
Yeah, I've evolved to that point. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you though, but it's just.
But I can also understand not all people would do that, right?
And it's also a level of, like, you should never put people above, like, God. Or like your mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You should never put anybody on a pedestal.
Sure. That's literally what it says in the Bible.
What it comes down to.
It's dangerous for you.
It literally only leads to downfall.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah,
that's the trick of this life.
The new regime gotta choose up first. They gotta give respect.
They should always. I agree. They should always give respect because the people before you, granted, it was a different time then.
Yeah.
They still did it before you.
And just take what they did.
Especially in this situation. We still have to forget we're talking about the company man and what's the dirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we said somebody said
I'm
the
kind
word.
of applying it to other things outside of this though.
Somebody said the word disrespect. I don't think this is what that is. Even though we still got to stay on the context of what we're talking about.
That's facts.
Like,
that's facts.
Justin, company man, didn't disrespect what's the dirt.
No.
It was completely educational.
Yeah. Right. 100%.
But I do believe what's the dirt should have came at it with a level of respect.
Yeah, it just measure. That's his biggest thing. It's just he should have just gave because it came way too quick.
Because look,
company man dropped this video. What's the dirt was on Twitter within 24 hours.
Because it was another important thing. Quick. If a nigga isn't paying your bills, you should never respect him above like the level you should need to respect.
Right, yeah,
because he's not paying your bills. So I understand the level of like Menace. Like nigga, I'm not about to just like adhere to what you got going on.
That's a whole fact. Yeah,
but you move with grace.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You play your position as a white man, as a settler.
This is that hyper-consume conversation right here.
Yeah, the hyper-consume conversation. We'll close out with this just because this still kind of goes all to the point, but it was just interesting. I fuck with this. I really fuck with
Yeah, I fuck with Curtis, right?
I fuck with Curtis King TV. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with him.
He's solid.
He got a real black name.
He got a nice radio voice.
I fuck with how much I agreed and didn't at the same time.
Right.
I love that. I like
because it was clear, concise.
I watched 2 hours and was like, I understood everything he was saying, but I'm like, I'm not.
And you could,
I'm not all the way there, but I get it.
But
I know. I got why we got there.
You could feel. You know what shoes he's wearing,
100%,
and that's what's important.
And I still,
you know what I mean. Like,
and I think he played it nicely too.
When a lot of people watch "What's the Dirt" video, some people could tell that it was just like, all right, it's narrative time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like everybody is kind of on this side, so let me put a video out in position to this side.
Yeah,
to get that that active rage.
And just the whole Kendrick and Drake thing, because it was cultural. I genuinely believe this beef like hurt friendships.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like I genuinely believe that. Yeah, like so this was already like it's crazy how hypersensitive this entire beef was to where shit's just different.
Might
you know what I mean?
Girl, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like so this beef was already really. So Dirt was operating at a dangerous position anyway.
Yeah.
And because Kendrick won, I can understand it's not right to say, and I can understand why you would just think, but you fucking Kendrick fans are just the worst. I can get that because it's like, bro, it was just hypersensitive, bro. That cultural shit was crazy.
If Dirt is watching this, you gotta understand your people in most cases, like Trap Lord Ross, they've never like gracefully landed on the yes, I'm white in the nigga culture. Like Traplo Ross, he kind of stumbled a little bit with the whole King Von situation. That was like a whole debacle.
He rolled his ankle.
He rolled his ankle.
He rolled his ankle a little bit.
A lot of white people, they don't tend to just voila.
And that's another thing. I be getting where black people come from, bro. But I want to. There might be a video on either Justin Hunt's page or Curtis King TV. I want to hear in 2024 what they think the culture is. I desperately want to hear that because when there's a lot of conversation about culture, I hear a lot of the beginning of hip hop things that I do not see active
today,
in. That's not. I don't see that every day.
Yeah.
There's no B-boys.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I feel them. I read hip hop books. I rented them shits from the library. I feel you. But that's just, I don't see it today.
It's like it's already long gone type shit.
So I hear you, but I want to hear, what are we looking at, bro? Because that's not what I see when I go up in it. That's not what I see when they're playing on the radio. That's not what's being pushed on the masses. Where do y'all genuinely think it's at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the market at? Because I get it, and I don't ever want to disrespect somebody protecting hip hop, right? But in my mind, the culture's been lost. In my mind. So, but even though I get it, the culture's lost. I don't see it. You know, so it's like I get these talking points with my nigga. Where do you please tell me where you think we're at?
Well, it's also it's this. Like, this is the problem. It wasn't enough niggas doing this. It like at this point, I feel like niggas are trying to stop the cancer from spreading. Yeah. But also in terms of like the culture in itself outside of the beef.
The culture been lost.
Black culture, we're going through like a renaissance of where like being Jamaican isn't black anymore.
Right.
But it was like 5 years ago.
It was 5 years ago.
You know what I mean?
But we've been going through this for quite a while though.
Every 10 years things change.
We're getting to the point where it's really getting fleshed out.
So it's that on top of like the past grievances with other white people in the culture, Traplo Ross, all the others. It's
Vlad.
It's a multitude. Vlad. Yeah. It's a multitude of
everybody, and a lot of people are taking their thing. Yeah. A lot of people are taking their anger out from past shit too, like on one specific target. You know what I mean? Like
they are, but there is a sense of like, if I get drunk in my house and I pee in the sink, that's okay
because it's my.
This is my house.
Right.
If you come in my house and piss in my sink,
it's up.
I don't care if you're
different
drunk.
issue.
Yeah,
right.
I don't care if you're drunk. I don't care if you high off ketamine.
Right. It's up.
And just
regardless.
And like moving forward with what's the dirt. I mean, he's gonna be all right. Like,
he'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
This is just a little ankle roll.
That's the thing. He has to know that it's an ankle roll and nothing more.
That's it.
Because if he fuck around, if he's in his head like right now, just thinking like, God damn, my leg is really hurt, like he tore his Achilles or something.
He said that he was done with this. And I hope that doesn't mean he's not doing the Drake and Kendrick breakdowns anymore because he hasn't finished this battle in terms of the records that come out. And I hope that doesn't mean that. Go to his Instagram, but I saw him promoting the new video that he's going to be doing. And it was Cole taking shots at Drake on 𝙿𝙾𝚃.
Yeah.
So I hope that doesn't mean, I hope he's not abandoning this.
Nah, he's just
because
done
it got too hot. You know what I mean?
He's done entertaining the culture conversations.
Yeah, but that you have to entertain the culture conversation if you're going to finish out these diss records.
Not necessarily. Like you answer the questions like Kamala answers questions.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It depends on what you're talking to.
So this is his new video that he's been promoting.
Are we watching this?
That a Happy Dad hat?
I'm kind of scared because he's a part of Happy Dad now. I know how their copyrights are. Just show the screenshot of it.
Okay.
But this is something that he put on his Instagram, which I can't wait to see either. You know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever. I just hope that he doesn't not finish this beef breakdown. That's all I hope.
You hope that this injury doesn't make him self-conscious in the future to where he goes up for a dunk that he would normally do.
I understand we took an L. I understand we took a little L. We have to finish. Fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore them. You do you. Just
don't ignore it completely. Take what you need from this because there's something here.
Take the lesson that you learned from this and push forward. And we need to hear. Now we need to meet the grams. We need the Not Like Us breakdown. I need all those breakdowns. Like I need you to finish my series. You know what I mean?
Especially because, and I don't think we've mentioned this. Justin and Matt have spoken on the phone already. They pieced this up.
This is a complete PP.
It's in like this was a huge
said that on the last
storyline, but like they eventually came to terms on this.
Yeah,
which is beautiful because they're both nice guys.
Yeah,
I can only imagine how this would have been if it was actually Akademiks. Or like another nigga that was a little belligerent that they just not gonna take criticism and learning very well.
Right.
Yeah, like Nori.
Yeah, but they're both pretty nice guys overall. So
yeah, we don't have to watch that clip actually.
Just felt like Nori would.
I think that was it.
Nori ain't listening to shit.
That's a random shot.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
But it fits for some reason, right?
Yeah, Nori, right?
Doesn't Nori seem hard headed a little bit?
Stand on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it's just like you can look at him and tell.
Yeah.
But when he does learn his lesson, he'll be like, "Nigga, what? You know what I mean? You know, I get down on Nori.
Yeah, for sure.
Nori, yeah.
You can look at his.
Man, you got me, man. Yeah, you got me.
You can look at his hairline, tell he hard headed. He just wouldn't let it go. He said, like, nigga, I'm gonna go get this hairline, and everybody's gonna see it grow.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, let's jump over to Vlad TV. Carolos Mencia accuses Joe Rogan of joke stealing.
Yes, this is so for context because a lot of people don't know. In the comedy world, it's kind of a historical event that happened. I don't know what time period this was. Early 2000s.
You're talking about the incident on stage.
The first incident.
It was probably like 03.
At the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, at the Laugh Factory. It's probably early 2000s, right? Joe Rogan proceeds to ambush Carolos Mencia's set in the middle of it. Mid-set, because it was a big story going on around the time that like, yo, if you do a performance in front of Mencia, he's going to remix it, flip it, and put some Spanish in it and make it his.
Yes.
It was a big thing. And it was one of those things to where at the time, Carolos Mencia was so big and the comics he was stealing from, they didn't feel like they had the rank to really do anything about it.
It was at the Comedy Store, sorry.
It was at the Comedy Store.
In 2007 over allegations that Mencia had been stealing jokes from other comedians.
Journalism.
Yeah.
But it was one of them things that like people who felt out of rank, they couldn't say anything. So Joe Rogan took it upon himself to do what everybody in the room essentially felt. And it was like, yo, man, I can't, and wanted to do, but just didn't have the fear factor in them to be able to get it done, that he was stealing jokes. And this fucked up Carolos Mencia's career.
Because he was red hot too. Like, he was on his,
maybe even white hot. He was pretty big at the time, and like this whole thing kind of just stifled the growth, and the trajectory that he was on.
My bad.
No, you good.
If you check the chat, I just sent the video. If you wanted to play it, because Joe Rogan was.
Oh yeah,
like,
we could do that.
You fucking thief.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the actual audio.
It is like this story was.
I'll put it in the chat.
Everywhere, nigga.
This is like, comedy lore.
From everybody in comedy was talking about it.
Even Patrice on Opie and Anthony, they had their take on it when it was happening for the first time. Like this was, and Patrice is on Joe's side.
It's so funny. I was in high school. Like this war was going on outside, and I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea about it. Real time, I did not know.
No idea.
I was still listening to Cassidy.
I was definitely listening to Cassidy freestyles.
Y'all couldn't hear over that Black and Mild.
And like, people probably know like the severity of stealing jokes, but it's
you could do. Got to explain
it's
it.
Genuinely like. I don't even want to compare it to
bottom of the barrel,
but it's a bad thing. It's like, nigga, you stole me. You took me.
There are only but so many deadly sins in comedy, and that's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, and Joe's getting hit. Karlos is happy that Joe's been accused of stealing Brendan Schaub's joke now.
Yeah, it's coming full circle. But this was the original moment. Like, I didn't realize it was 10 minutes.
Lauren, you might want to go to like 3:57.
All right. Do you think we safe to show this on the screen?
It's so old. Yes. I think we can do it.
Nigga, the people who recorded this are dead.
This looks like somebody.
Perfect. Where you? Yeah, where you?
Yeah, I think where you were.
Yeah, it's right.
Oh,
it's right after. It's right after. So I just went back 5.
Okay.
All right.
Hit it, white man.
Nigga, they don't want this.
Why the fuck would it matter? Why would it matter to you? Why would it matter to you? No, that's just showing to you that your interest in me is fucking retarded.
For my friends.
No, from your fucking friends. Bullshit.
What is that?
I hate this wackiness.
Yeah, this music is crazy.
We'll get through it.
Bobby Lee,
let me tell you.
The video on the internet of him admitting it.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
And
Bobby Lee's his friend.
Pause real quick. Pause real quick. So for context on this,
Nigga, I was watching Smack DVDs, and this is what the DVDs were like. This was cracking back then.
Yeah, this is what's cracking in the white streets, nigga.
Yeah, literally.
But for context on this, Joe, like we said, Joe Rogan was the only nigga speaking out against this. Bobby Lee was one of the victims. He was trying to get him to come on camera and really like talk about what happened. Yeah. But like nigga said, everybody was kind of walking on eggshells with this situation.
Because he was
That's why it was so groundbreaking that Joe went up and did it.
Yeah. And Joe had to be the person because it's like, he's Joe Rogan, like he had multiple different bags to lean on.
He knows Kung Fu. He's not going to get fought on that stage.
Literally.
Like, come on now.
Yeah. And he's Fear Factor Joe during this time period, too.
Yeah, he had he just got his fuck you money, nigga.
Yeah,
fuck you. You selling jokes, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah. Nah. So this was a very big situation.
Yeah, and we don't even, should we play some more?
Context is everything. Lauren, skip 2 minutes. Let's see what we find.
You actually skip or continue?
Yeah, nah, skip 2 minutes.
Was that a joke?
Well, I couldn't tell because he was about to get into the Bobby Lee thing, so I didn't know if he wanted to go there.
Oh, but yeah, it's alright.
You want me to tell you what George Lopez did? Shut the fuck up and he shut the fuck up. I'll tell you what George Lopez did since you want to hear it. White people! George Lopez actually said on Howard Stern that he doesn't want any other Hispanic comedian to make it except for him.
Yeah, maybe he said
That's where that shit comes from.
That's a funny thing to say. That's what a comic would say.
No, he says that because he's like everybody else. They're jealous because
jealous of you fat fuck.
Yes, you are.
He's going in.
Yeah. Jealous of anybody.
And the crowd loves him.
Steals material. I am inspired by other comics. When I saw Dave Chappelle perform here, I went home. I'm like, God damn, I want to write. That motherfucker was genius. It was brilliant. I see you and I go,
Just because
you did another joke the other day. I saw you do a joke about licking a fucking asshole. It's like licking a battery. I saw a guy do it in Vegas. I go, well, that's where he got it from. The Reverend Bob Levy from the Howard Stern Show.
And the body language y'all see on this nigga is the exact same squirmy body language he has at 50 years old.
Yeah,
he's the exact
Vlad's
same
couch.
nigga. The only
he does it like a he has Weasel vibes.
Yeah,
he's
done it wrong.
squirmy
for sure.
Mucinex man vibes.
Yes, he looks terrible. Honestly,
he'd be better with junkie mannerisms. Like it'd feel more natural. He'd feel less weird.
Yeah, like luscious best friend.
Yeah, Lush looks normal next to him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Lush look like he pays taxes next to Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, nah.
And I don't remember the fucking timestamp for this video, and it might be because it gets spicy from the top. So just run it. Is this the original one where he's accusing Joe Rogan?
Yeah, this is part 10, but it's the accusing one.
The Joe Rogan. And so for
Joe Rogan stealing jokes, accuses,
decades pass. Carolos Mencia finally gets his moment. Joe Rogan recently dropped a special that lacked a whole lot of luster. There was a lot of reviews on YouTube that, were trashing it. There was a lot of like tired tropes that he used over and over again. And some of these jokes happen to have a lot of similarities to a comedian named Brendan Schaub. That's funny in itself.
Yeah,
honestly, it is.
That's just
literally.
I'll just leave it at that. That's
nigga.
funny.
Yeah, that's an actual joke, nigga.
But Carolos Mencia is having his day in the sun. Because Joe Rogan is being accused of the same thing that he accused him of and stifled his whole entire career. Lauren, running from the top. Let's see a man's vengeance on full display.
Look, as someone who has gone through multiple canceled cycles already, I'm on my third.
I'm on my
fourth
eighth.
one. You're on your eighth? I think I'm on my third.
Okay.
Vlad is over. That's it. He's done. His career, no one's going to come interview with him anymore, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I've always held on to this philosophy. Unless they kill you or put you in prison, y'all ain't canceling shit.
Right.
That's how I really feel.
Right.
Yes, you might have a downtime. You might have a time where you got to lay low and not be as outspoken or whatever. But as long as you keep putting out quality material,
right,
people are going to forget about it next week.
Correct.
The people who didn't like you will still not like you. They'll have an extra piece of ammo not to like you. Oh, well, there's also this, and this is why I really don't like him. Whatever.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You keep putting out material. Like you look at the 50 and Ja Rule beef. 50 managed to trick Ja Rule into thinking that all of his success the way he sings on his songs, does girl songs, isn't what he should be doing.
Right.
So Ja Rule stopped doing it. He started doing songs like Clap Back.
Yo, Vlad,
and then he kind of
Vlad has been talking a lot more in these interviews.
A lot.
Skip ahead. I thought I grabbed the timestamp for this one. I grabbed it for the other video.
Yeah, but so you had it for
about
the
Cat
second
Williams. But I thought I could have sworn I screenshotted this. But just jump ahead.
Vlad do be talking.
Because Vlad has been talking. I haven't even heard Joe Rogan's name.
Oh my God. This isn't a subject, but did y'all see his Don Lemon interview?
I was watching it. It's very interesting.
Nigga.
Good, interesting, or bad?
It's like.
Should we make it just a quick segment?
I've only saw one clip though.
Me too.
Let's just go to
later.
later.
I'll remember it. That'll be a little bonus.
It's Don Lemon.
Yeah. He was getting down to the nitty gritty about it.
Is that what goes on in them writers' rooms?
How did you become gay?
Yeah. It's Don. Nigga, it's Don.
He was getting to the nitty gritty.
How did you become gay?
Let's finish this sentence. It was crazy.
But I think we found something.
You can't let him bother you because at the end of the day, my biggest fear, so to speak, came true. That this joke stealing stuff is going to be so prolific for everybody that it's going to just become every comedian is going to get accused of stealing jokes. And that's pretty much what's happening right now. Every comedian is pretty much getting accused of this shit. And you know what it's actually doing? It's diminishing what we do. It's diminishing who we are as comedians. It's taking away the power, the beauty, the artistry of what we do. It's turning it into some really shitty, simplistic, oh, this guy can tell that joke. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. It's taken me sometimes years to perfect not just a joke, but the joke that I tell before, the joke that I tell right after, the joke in between, like to make the arch, to bring this 45 minutes to 1.5 hours of a beautiful movie. It's not that simple, and I hate that it's gotten there, and I hate that now because every comedian steals. Now every comedian is a simple joke thief piece of shit, and it has demeaned the art of what we do, and that was my fear.
Yeah, I remember TK
this
Kirkland.
This delusional as hell.
This is what we call revisionist history, kids.
Yeah, right.
This is a tall tale of a nigga just lasting longer than what the truth has lasted.
Yeah,
to where he can just rewrite it himself. Like he's taking this approach, like he's a martyr in a sense, right? Doesn't it sound like he
pretty
feels
sick. Like the first one they did it
This
to.
is exactly what I didn't want to happen.
And
to
that's
him.
why in the beginning when you was talking about that book, like I compared it to this.
Oh, okay, you thought of
that's
this. Yeah,
the dangerous part of the book. Like you can read 48 Laws of Power and become a good person or a bad person.
Right.
You can read a book and become, but this
Him
nigga,
saying everybody's getting exposed to stealing jokes is fucking crazy.
Yeah, no.
Like nigga, you know how popping like Too Lazy to Try, Comedy Enforcement, their pages they would double their amount of subscribers right now if niggas were stealing video jokes that rampant.
If something came out about Andrew stealing a joke,
oh my god,
that would be crazy.
What?
Yeah, it would. They went crazy with this Burn the Boat special.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know if it was Comedy Enforcement, it was one of these comedy pages. They literally took every joke Joe Rogan told that sounded any somewhat similar to another joke and put them right beside each other and was like, decide.
It's probably podcast cringe. He's a pretty thorough hater.
Yeah, he's
a pretty thorough hater, respectfully.
Yeah,
respectfully,
but the thing, like he's a hater, but he'll give Joe Rogan credit.
He does
with ease. So it kind of makes me think, like, if you do it that easily, are you biased for real, or are you, you know what I mean?
Just a real journalist.
But with him, I kind of fell back off of his. Even though I love the way he does his videos, it just felt like I could. It just felt like I could tell you don't like that. You really don't fuck with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard to like keep watching some shit when it's like you hate him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's clear.
It is clear. Yeah.
He still hasn't brought Joe Rogan's name up though, which is interesting.
He's kind of alluded.
Do y'all want to wait for it, or do y'all want to?
I thought there was another video where he brought it up.
There's another video where like he kind of reneges on everything he just fucking said. That's why I put it in there. But y'all get the shit. Like Joe Rogan got accused of stealing jokes. Go to the one that says Cat Williams, and go to
845.
Hold on, let me see real quick.
I think it is. That's
845 is good, but I had another one I put in my notes a little bit earlier. Go to 754.
Carlos Mencia Says Everybody.
He's sweating right now.
He's glistening.
Chill out. That's great.
I don't live in that, but the fact that a lot of other people will see that and go, "Oh," you know what I mean? I think that, like, that's it. Like, I just hate that, and I don't want to live in that, and I wish we didn't live in that. I wish we just do your act, do your shit, do whatever you wrote that comes to you, and kill it and walk away from it. You don't have to put anybody down. You don't have to tell everybody that you're better. You don't have to tell everybody what they did and what you did and how to compare it. Just do you, man. Be you. Do what you do to the best of your ability. Walk off stage with pride, and that's it. I did your act, bro. That's why I'm telling you. So if you go back there, maybe you should do some new stuff. Don't do your old shit. and I was like, the stuff from my HBO special, and he's like, well, yeah, most of that stuff. And I was like, are you serious, dude? He's like, I'm very serious. I was like, oh, God, I love you so much, bro.
Vlad is a good fake laugher because
do y'all hear that?
You want to know?
Do y'all hear what was just said?
Yeah.
The irony.
He took light of a situation where his friend stole his joke.
Yep.
But in the previous clip, he's on that hill dying about how, oh, this is exactly what I didn't want. The comedians just gonna be stealing shit.
Yeah.
But you're the reason. If there is this great theft in comedy, you're a part of it.
You made it acceptable.
You made it acceptable. You laughed it off.
I forgot who. It was somebody on the 5150 show. It was another comedian, and he was talking about how he was touring with like Eddie Griffin. And Eddie Griffin stole one of his jokes to say it at the end of the night. And one of his reasonings was like, nigga, it's better if I say it, nigga, I'm going on last. Like Eddie Griffin and shit. So that's a thing that has happened in comedy. And what's ironic about the situation, Carolos Mencia has had his ass chakra evolved, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
That's a big part. Open. I'm sorry. His ass chakra is open. So, and I, out of respect to me and him, because I didn't watch the video, I just saw the headline. He has been touched when he was a child. So something has been stolen from him when he was little.
Gotcha.
Hurt people. He ended up stealing a lot of different things from a couple different people.
He molests jokes. Is that what you're trying to say?
He fondles jokes, nigga.
That's crazy.
He got that shirt from Five Below.
You saw it?
Yeah. It's a good shirt, though.
Or you could just tell by the neckline. You could just tell by the neckline.
So that's not a 1/4-inch collar.
I've had those cheap T-shirts before.
Hey man, yeah, like a cheap ass SpongeBob tee or something.
Yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
I forgot about that shirt.
I forgot about it too.
Bubbly ass SpongeBob shirt.
Shut up, nigga.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. Can we talk about
The one and only?
Should we do it now? Just real quick. This is so quick.
Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah.
Follow your gut. You got a big one.
All right, Vlad TV interviewed Don Lemon. I've only seen one part, but I've never heard. Vlad was really on his journalism. In a slick way, he asked Don Lemon, were you touched without your permission? And is that how you became gay?
Yes.
And I've never heard it.
It'll be easy to find, Lauren.
It's gonna be. It will be.
Trust me, nigga.
He put Don Lemon gay.
Scroll down. I watched it.
Tell me.
I watched it. So it's that one. Yep, that's the one.
On church telling him gay is an abomination.
Let's just listen to this. I've never heard a nigga just. Vlad was on it. I want to know, how did that happen?
This is Don Lemon, though.
They must have some type of rapport.
From the top, right?
It felt paid, and it felt like I'm going to get my monies out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether there was rapport there or not, I have to make that.
I'm squeezing every last drop.
Yeah, I paid a lot for this interview, and I will get everything.
That is what he gets off of paying for his interviews. I get to ask everything.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
And Don, especially with like independent contractors like Dom, because he left.
Yeah, he's on YouTube now.
He's on YouTube channel.
Down in the gutter with all of us.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
You're going through this, but you're also deep in the church.
How many
and
views does this have now?
The church is telling you that being gay is wrong and so forth.
More.
So you're struggling with that whole dichotomy at the time. How was that whole situation like?
Well, it was tough because if you know, in their interpretation of the Bible, you know, it was an abomination, and it's all in the interpretation because depending on which biblical scholar or you know who's doing the interpreting, you know, those scriptures can mean different things. So it was a struggle for me because I was in a religious family. I was going to a Catholic school, you know, going to church on Sunday, and people were, you know, back then this was 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Kids didn't talk about that. Kids didn't come out. You were, you know, we didn't use the word that much, but it was used, or people would call you punk or sissy.
That's why I don't have,
you know, or fruity or that kind of thing. So you just kept it a secret. But in the place that you were supposed to find solace
Let's get forward a little bit
and
Vlad
redemption,
start answering questions. Y'all got to hear this.
You get to high school and you start dating girls.
Yeah, here we go.
Going to proms and so forth. Did you have sexual relationships with girls during this time?
Yes, I did. And my sexual relationships with girls did not turn me heterosexual.
So was your first voluntary sexual experience was a man or a woman?
My first voluntary sexual experience was with a woman.
Okay. And did you know at that point that this is not what you're interested in?
Well, again, I tell you, like your body reacts. You know, if you talk to any expert, they'll tell you, any physician, they'll tell you your body reacts. And so I think, you know, when you're a kid and you have all these hormones or whatever going off, and so you can, you know, you can have sex with anybody, right? Meaning a man or a woman, just because.
Pause.
And so,
not really, but I don't think that's how that works.
That's what.
But I remember clicking this video.
Were your hormones ever that crazy? To where I could fuck anything. Right now.
But I just remember listening to it, but not looking at the phone, and hearing Vlad ask that question, and I said, "Oh, he's digging in."
Yeah.
Like, whoa, I've never. He said, "Was your first?" But let's just get to it. And I was like, well, ask him about the man now. Well, ask him about,
you have to.
I thought he was going to just roll right into, tell me about the first involuntary moment.
Yeah, because the way he said that.
I knew it was coming, but it never came. It never came.
Vlad is feeling very confident. He just came off a big year. He had a big case that he solved, and now he thinks he could figure out gay.
Yeah.
He's trying to get to the bottom of it.
It was literally trying to get to the bottom of this shit.
You have to get your hands dirty.
I hadn't heard a nigga just try to get to the source like this in a long time. It was a little alarming.
And I haven't seen an interviewee not get appalled by these questions.
Because he paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He paid.
Good.
Yeah, I can answer anything.
You can pay for gay.
But this also makes me want to know, like, how long has Vlad been trying to get to the bottom of this?
For a while, clearly. I got questions, nigga.
For sure. He said, Don Lemon, I got a seat for you.
Let me just go ahead and throw this out there. You fucked women in high school, so tell me, was that voluntary?
Right.
Like, damn.
Did they push you up to it?
Yeah.
Who put you up to it? You want to know for real.
Yeah.
Did you come?
Were you hazed into it?
Yeah. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I have there's nothing else to talk about at this second. It was just, when I heard it, I was just like.
So how did the pussy smell the first time?
Yeah,
was
that shit was just kind of crazy.
All
right, yeah, let's go over to this. Let's go over to Mandii versus Melyssa Ford. So, Melyssa Ford announced that she was going to have a podcast starting not on the Joe Budden Network called MenaceMaterialEnt, but then she actually just changed the name to Hot and Bothered with Melyssa Ford. And her number one enemy, Mandii B, a.k.a. Full Court Pumps, who, via tweet history, we can see that she's been hating on Melyssa Ford for years. This is not new.
Mm-hmm.
She said, podcasting tip.
Read it snarky, though.
You got to do that.
Podcast tip. Search to see if the name is already taken and how active the feed is. You don't want to name your podcast the same name as multiple other shows with the same name. Just a friendly tip.
Upside down smiley face. Yeah, so which is funny because this is actually a good podcast tip because
nigga, it's good, but it's basic.
It's basic as hell.
But it's the first one, like
it is.
next
but
time.
it's funny because like when I read that, I was like, that's so funny because I did that with Homeroom.
You have to.
The podcast was just Homeroom
sure.
at first. Then I said, holy shit, there's a bunch of homerooms. So
we went through that. Yeah,
we have to add the university or nobody will find it.
Literally. That's just branding 101.
Yeah, because I found out I didn't realize every teacher in fucking history that started a podcast has named something homeroom, which is fucking lame. But long story short,
yeah, like leave it alone. Nigga.
Melyssa Ford changed the name to Hot and Bothered.
How soon did this announcement happen after the first announcement?
Not too long because that first one was last Sunday.
Like 5 days, right?
Yeah, it was like 5 days.
It was only 5 days?
Yeah, it wasn't a full 7 days because it was a Sunday when she announced. Well, it might have been a full 7 days.
So is this podcast?
Because it's only Monday now, so.
Yeah, true.
Is this podcast already doomed?
It's not.
No.
Because it changed already?
You don't think that's like a sign?
I think
it's not a
of the minds that are behind this.
I don't know. I couldn't imagine that pose with Menopod.
Yeah. And it's funny because so she went live on IG today, and that was right before we shoot we meet up at 7:30 to shoot Homeroom. So I was watching it and I was screen recording it, and I literally caught it right at I screen recorded 11 minutes and I got it at the perfect spot right before you called me. Literally,
oh, for real?
I think your phone call ends this video.
Oh shit, my fault, nigga.
No, but it's all good because I got exactly what we needed.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna see Lawrence number.
So yeah, let's look at this.
Look at the shit you hope for, nigga.
Any words for my number one hater on Twitter? Mel Ford as the bone collector. Funny, right? That was a cute nickname that Joe gave me. Does your iPod travel? My iPod. You're funny. You guys are funny. Let's see here. What's good? Hey, Dorian. Hey.
Oh my God.
Would you bring on Superhead?
I giggle until it tickle, nigga.
It's another one. It's another one.
We'll see.
So back to back. So it just in this little 30
That's right,
seconds.
middle fingers to the haters.
Why don't Mel just unleash?
So she don't
on
fuck with
herself?
Superhead, and she
Right.
obviously don't fuck with Mandii.
Right.
Well, clearly, yeah.
But I don't think I want M4 to really give her that smoke at least once.
That's
so.
what. Does any woman
She
in the
doesn't
industry
have it.
fuck with Superhead? Like, nigga.
Probably not.
You know how many marriages have ended because of her?
Yeah.
Because of her
Yeah,
gifts.
that-
Because of her, yeah.
Can you?
Her
How
blessings.
ironic is that? A blessing fucked your life up.
Well, one man's blessing is another man's curse.
But it's I do believe that this pod is still in good hands. It's definitely. I mean, it's a lot of what I've seen on Twitter. A lot of women are still like, "Yeah, Mel, like I fuck with the Hot and Bothered." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last time we talked about Mel
name-
and
The Hot and Bother name is like.
yeah, it's cool.
How
Because you
was Menopod not available, but Hot and Bothered was?
Well, Hot and Bothered, everybody's used that before.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm
right.
saying. How was that available?
You
It's-
can make it anything you want.
You
even-
can.
Yeah,
we can name. I can switch this to fucking
I'm just
Bray Idiot.
well,
so.
maybe Mandy's tweet might have fucked my mentality up
Yeah.
on why they changed the name, but I'm thinking that like it was just already taken.
It is.
So I'm just finding it ironic that Menopod, something that
is unique.
It takes a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
of creativeness,
Yeah.
but Hot and Bothered is here.
With
yeah,
Melyssa Ford,
like
though.
she'd lower the creativity.
yeah.
Is what
Not
you're
that
saying?
she like is the irony that that's available, but Menopod wasn't.
Menopod
Because it's
wasn't
more of an
available.
obscure
Both
name.
are available.
Yeah, both are available.
Oh, okay.
So
all
like,
right.
naming your podcast is not like a username.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can name ours.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I just took Mandy's tweet too seriously. Like, I literally
Oh.
thought that she had to change the name because it wasn't available.
No,
and
that
they,
wasn't
blew,
it.
they blew the load. That's
No,
why I
that
asked you. I was
was-
like,
oh.
nigga, is this shit in good hands?
No. It's just she's like creative girl.
This shit is in
Yeah.
good hands. 'Cause
Okay.
last
Okay.
time we talked about it, I forgot why I said it, but I think I was like, yeah, she's trying to make the new View, which I really think could happen. Like
Yeah.
the younger version of the View.
I was about to
You
say.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she was like, I had this.
Young-ish
But she was like, I
version.
switched the name, and she actually mentions it a little bit more further down in this video. She was like, I switched the name, but don't worry, I'm not gonna abandon. Like the first couple of episodes, I really want to talk about this journey that we're on at the women of our age and stuff like that. So it's like she does want to talk about menopause and hot flashes.
Yeah.
Like that's.
How?
But it sounds
She
like she
should
doesn't
talk
want to
about
make that
how-
the whole thing.
But yeah, and now it's got a double entendre where you have to talk about hot flashes and having sex. Now it's hot flashes and horny content.
And
like
that's
that's the double entendre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is that Mel's? Should that be Mel's brand? Like, why isn't Mel's brand just bad bitch? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about
her brand should just be.
I don't think
there's only so many ways to sell that right now.
Not necessarily.
There's only so many ways to sell that,
bro. Like, I'm not tuning in to hear about like 50-year-old woman hot flashes. I don't know if you're 50 male, but you know, I'm not tuning in for that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
She's still attractive. It doesn't matter her age.
It's just not. I'm not doing it.
I don't know. It just seems a little bit more like humid when they.
And I also don't want to tune in and hear her talking about sexcapades because I know they're not even going to be sexcapades.
Or she's gonna tell the story wrong.
Like when I was first getting into like podcasts and loudspeaker and shit, I would listen to like lip service just because like it was part of the loudspeaker network, so I will watch it. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like at a certain point, like when I saw Angela Yee still doing lip service, I was like, you're too old for this. I've generally felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear you.
Well, that's
there's a lane for that.
You also should feel like that.
I should be watching it. Probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you wasn't watching Kevin Samuels. Like, man, what the fuck? This nigga old as shit doing this shit.
Right.
So that
was different. If Kevin Samuels was
different
like,
subject matter.
Yeah, if he was like, I was out here dropping D off.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this is crazy.
Nigga.
For a 50-year-old nigga.
Kevin there's niggas like that. Shout the Book of Alpharonomy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
these niggas out there
for sure. Yeah, that's a whole
like
fact.
that. But
yeah, nobody wants to hear about that.
At least
us.
Us.
And we're not her demographic, clearly.
We're not.
And does it make it worse that the podcast, like we said before, isn't sanctioned by the JBP or the Joe Budden Network?
It possibly could be because when she released a little clip of like where the set was at, it was definitely at WTF Studios.
Okay.
Really?
Niggas be acting like.
It's at WTF. Yeah.
Yeah, Wheezy
and shit.
That's Wheezy though.
Yeah, that's Wheezy. That's not Mandii.
See, you need to see, and I don't like that either. Like,
yeah,
I don't like that either because
Alex,
you don't like it.
You
fuck it. That's it.
You're too close.
You're too close to the ops.
You're too close.
I don't like that.
And you.
I know there's more than 2 studios in New York City. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
And you with Joe?
I know there is. I know there is. I don't care. I don't care what nobody. Why are y'all? I respect their business. When you got these are ops, nigga. Can't be putting money in the ops' best friend pocket. Fuck that. Maybe not best friend, but
business partner.
Because they make it clear they're not best friends.
Yeah. But they do a show
strictly
together.
economic.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be putting. I can't even put pocket in somebody standing too close to you. I'm not putting no money in your pocket. I'm not personally. That's crazy to me.
Nah, man. Especially
maybe this is a New York mentality. She's Canadian, but
I just
New York nigga. I don't know what that's about. New York people just. It's like. We don't fuck with you, but I'll put money in your pocket. Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's hard to avoid niggas you don't like in New York.
I feel like it's so easy to, bro.
It is.
I feel like there's so many. Remember, you were like, imagine how many cabinets there are. Like, there's so many buildings.
Yeah.
Like, it's just. I feel like there's so many options, bro. And you got Jersey too on top of that.
But a lot of them buildings, like it looks like there's more options than there really is.
Yeah.
A lot of them buildings are vacant or just abandoned crack homes.
If this is by
Her little living room behind her, that shit look nice to me.
I wonder how this podcast is gonna go though, because it's like if she would have started this when she was still fresh at the Joe Budden, would we
Like
give
new.
her,
Like she had just got there.
Yeah, like or close to after, like when she had just started this. Would there be less expectation of her? You know what I mean? Like
yes, and
let's put
it would be that and for herself too,
right?
Because
that's
it's like once you spend all that time on Joe Budden,
doing all that,
nice ass couches, 4K cameras, nigga,
all this shit.
You looking at your nice living room like, what the fuck? Like this ain't enough.
Where's the keto
So
snacks?
It's already like you said, Lauren. It puts her
to like
I wonder if
maybe
they
a
got better
disadvantage in a
snacks.
way.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day too.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to go make fun of these snacks again.
Shout out to Key, man.
Ian, you bought these.
I hope you got better snacks in there, man.
Ian, you like fruit chews, nigga?
Let's do some predictions.
Nah,
how long
them snacks was
how
cool.
long do we think this is gonna last? Do we think she's gonna make it 52 weeks, 1 year?
I think so.
I don't think we'll see a first episode.
I'm just scared to hear her alone. That's my biggest problem.
I have low confidence on 1 year of podcasting and doing it herself. I have low confidence.
She
on
would
that.
do it.
I
She
think
would
she's gonna
do it
stick
out
it,
of
though.
spite for
A
niggas
year?
like you saying it.
You said what?
She would do it out of spite for niggas like you saying.
Probably. And Mandy. And Mandy for sure. Mandy is all the motivation. I'm a nobody.
This is a 2-year.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the motivation right there. Mandy's the one.
Better not goddamn quit. Because them tweets are coming, nigga.
Yeah.
And this is a whole like 3 to, it felt like 5-year process with her getting the pod. Like it was supposed to be one with Flip. It was supposed to be one with maybe Ish or somebody. The fucking Muffin Man. It was supposed to be one with, I don't know, another fucking bitch with menopause in Brooklyn.
She said like video vixens. Let's watch a little bit more to this because she did say, of course, video vixens will be there, blah, 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 blah. But
of course,
yeah,
she said, of course,
she did.
Okay,
I want to see Corinne Steffens up there. Fuck that.
I want to see some cleavage.
Right.
Mel, you be acting so old. She be saying you don't want the smoke. I mean, you know. Sometimes I do act my age, and then other times I am extraordinarily immature. Hootie hoo. Hi. Yes, people have asked about Gloria Velez. We still have a very good relationship, so yes, I would absolutely have her on. Hi, Nicole. Hi, babe. I would love to bring on Lunel. She's a friend, and I absolutely love her, and she is so hysterical and funny. Yeah. People are getting a little messy over here. I'm about to, we've been on for almost 45 minutes, y'all, and I cannot thank you enough for joining me. I can't thank you enough for being supportive about the fact that I'm even doing a pod and that you're, gonna tune in when we launch, which is again on November 1st, which is a Friday, Hot and Bothered with Melyssa Ford. And yes, again, for some of you who are still joining me, I am clear on the fact that there are other podcasts with that name, but they don't have my following and they don't have my zhuzh, and they're just not fucking me, so I don't care. It is Hot and Bothered with Melyssa Ford. That is the difference. And, well, let me not say too much. Anywho,
that's good though. Like she could be all-encompassing Black culture female. Like the Lunels, what's that one girl from Friday? She's still alive.
Nia Long?
Not Nia Long, Craig's sister, but also Craig's mother. Really Craig's mother because she was the comedian. But you get what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It's
I don't know what this podcast is.
I don't know what I know exactly what this podcast is about to be.
I ain't gonna lie, the first 12 episodes might be a mess. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It might be up and
I think
down.
the first 12
it's gonna
episodes
take her a while to find it.
The first 12 episodes might be a fucking mess.
And you know what? I think they pushed it back because she knew that.
Yeah,
and I'm wondering if she's gonna record this whole month.
Okay.
If she's recording this whole month up to it,
it's time to
she might be okay.
Yeah, like
that's
just,
the only way.
Maybe let's get some feelers on. Yeah, or just
let's run these episodes.
Let's run them.
Diagnostics.
Get Joe to watch them.
Yeah, let's run
Get
them.
People. Let's send us some unreleased ones.
Yeah.
I'll send you some notes. Because I don't want you. Please don't put nothing out that Mandy could just jump on. If I just see a bunch of laughing emojis on November 11th when that podcast drops, we know it's about that episode.
Yeah.
So,
and I just feel like she lacks a certain amount of edge. She
definitely does.
Is she?
I don't. Well,
no, she lacks a certain amount of edge, and I'm not gonna act like it's not. There's times where it comes out, but just not often enough, and not sharp enough.
I would say
when she's by herself with girls is different though.
Yeah, and I would say like the past clips I've been seeing of Mel, it's like it's what we've been saying for years. Like this version of Mel is perfect for what she's trying to do now. You get what I mean?
And what do you think her intentions are
on the pod?
Oh, like what you said? What she's trying to do now? What is she trying to do now?
Be more extroverted, extroverted. Be more.
I couldn't even do it no more. You ruined it.
You've been fucking up words all night.
Yeah, it's contagious.
Just being more of a brand in itself, like creating a brand for herself
within this lane,
outside of just being Mel, the girl who dated Drake, Mel, the bitch,
the girl with the ass from the music videos.
Like she's just, other than just looking good.
Yeah.
Like, what are your opinions? What's your ethos?
Yeah, I'm more
and that's
willing
a
to see
big
if
problem
she's gonna...
because she's just started giving her opinions. and I'm just now starting to figure out her.
But standing on them and being and being honest about them and not being like, because we can see through you as a podcast host when you're not giving it up.
Yeah,
it's so easy to
see.
see.
It's blatant.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this. I hope
consensually.
Episode 1, there's some Mandii violation.
That'd be nice.
I hope that's entertaining.
That won't
save it.
Save it. Okay, save it. I hope there's some strong shots.
She doesn't have many weapons, dog.
She doesn't.
She can't pull. She can't do her biggest punch as the first punch. Throw some jabs.
You gotta save it.
Throw some
Let
jabs.
me just say this.
Stay humble, for sure.
I just pray the first episode is not all about hot flashes. That's I genuinely believe. I pray that it's not it. Please do not give me 1 full hour of hot flash conversation.
What if it's actually funny though? What if it's like Lunel there and talking about it too? There's jokes flying off.
I don't find.
You don't think that's
funny.
important information for you?
This is crazy.
Hot flashes, older women. That's your bag.
I'm not fucking nobody that's having hot flashes.
Well, you ain't getting warm pussy then, nigga.
Yo, nigga, AJ said, respect my peace. Yo.
He said under his breath, I ain't fucking no bitch.
Well, it's not that I would not. I'm just saying there's none in the rotation. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some hot 50-year-old bitches with hot flashes that I'd gladly give it up to. But
I've only seen one though, but I'm pretty sure that there's some exist.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know.
God knows.
Well,
I'm gonna pray for her though.
You gonna pray?
I'm gonna pray for
Are you gonna listen to it? Anybody here?
Well, I mean, it's kind of part of our jobs.
Do you actually know that you're gonna do it though?
Doesn't sound like a lot of faith.
Are you actually gonna do it though?
Oh, I'm signing up for it right now.
Okay, 10-4.
I'm dedicated to researching.
Oh my God.
Man, I'm gonna subscribe to her right now if the channel is available.
I have journalistic integrity, Lauren. I couldn't talk shit about a show I haven't seen.
Shit, I can.
Hell yeah.
Because you lack a lot. Integrity is just the start of the list, nigga.
Oh my God. All right. We have to get over to Fig Community. We have to get over to the West Coast.
What did we have on Joe Budden?
What did we have on Joe Budden?
I thought we had Joe.
I think we just talked about it.
Oh no, we did. Oh yeah, let's talk about Joe Budden real quick.
Yeah, because I thought that connected.
It did. Yeah, thank you. So
hit the bell again. Restart it.
Okay. So there's a new YouTube feature that the Joe Budden podcast is taking advantage of, and it's AI language change. Pretty much it's AI language change. So they did their first Spanish clip. And the AI did it, and bro, it sound good, bro, because it's their voice still. Yeah. And obviously, only like certain YouTube channels have it. I guess if you have enough clout,
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Well, Mr. Beast has been doing that, so he had
his own.
He had his whole other team doing voiceovers and channels. And
this
stuff
is why
like that.
this is significant because it's from the system. It's AI.
Exactly.
Like, you're not hiring some dude from India to.
And it's smart. It's dope that YouTube is introducing this feature if it is a built-in YouTube feature.
Yeah.
And it's not like a third-party hired thing.
Yeah.
But it's also extremely smart because why limit your audience, right? How many views does this have?
21K.
In 6 days, right? That's not obviously in English. This any Drake and Kendrick conversation from Joe Budden is going to have like 100,000 in the first day. But you got to start somewhere.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the moment Bad Bunny gets caught with his boyfriend and they're talking about it, that Spanish version is going to go crazy.
So that's what I'm saying, bro.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So this is just
this is fire.
Fantastic. I love it. And I love how clean it sounds too. I'm like, these niggas, this is really their voice in Spanish. This shit is hilarious. Let's listen to it.
Déjenme preguntarles algo. Vi tan pronto como terminó la última parte, vi toda esta conversación sobre si creen que él estaría actuando no como nosotros en el Super Bowl. No, entiendo por qué eso sería una pregunta. Definitivamente, no creo que se vayan a interpretar las letras. Absolutamente. Es 1000% seguro que la canción va a suceder. Puedo verlo haciendo el tercer verso.
La canción se va a realizar y él va a traer una banda HBCU. Eso es lo que pensé. Southern Grambling, una de las escuelas de Luisiana, porque quieres dar, especialmente con la crítica de que alguien de Luisiana no esté presente. Probablemente
ella could pass for it. Is Joe Budden's 2 eyebrow slashes away from joining the equation?
Okay, I didn't know they were trying to change the mouth too.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
Which is another. That's
a built-in. That's a layer.
That's really the crazy part.
Yeah,
because that
is.
adds to the ambiance.
The whole thing. Yeah, bro. Okay, and Ian just dropped the Japanese version now. They got a Japanese one now too.
I saw that show. Yeah.
Oh man, they need to start talking about K-pop now.
That shit gonna sound like that Meg Thee Stallion song.
Bro, it sounds like them.
The fact that it's still in there like tones.
That's what I'm saying. It really be sounding like this shit is so fly.
It's insane.
さんは彼女にね、その特定の分野ではまだまだ足りないことがたくさんあるよと言って会話をすることができるでしょうか。ちょっとも足りない感じがするんです。
彼女は男が小さい肉を持っていると言っていない。彼女は彼が持続しないと言った。私たちが話をした日はいつ私たちが話をした日はいつ
今日は27日ですか。27日。これはバックのせいですか。それとも15日のような感じですか。
今日は
ああ、そうですね。15日までにそれを終わらせた方がいいですよ。
今日は15日だ。だから彼が小さいペニスを持っていると言っているわけではない。
私は言っている。ショーティーはそう言ったと思います。だから彼女がホームボーイが条件を満たしていると言っているなら、彼がコミュニケーションにおいてくるだと言います。
I appreciate Ish's demeanor in other languages more.
Yeah.
Because like in English, I just get kind of irritated and annoyed when he's like on his like.
Every time I hear,
you know what I'm saying?
But it lands different in
Japanese.
Japanese.
Lands different in Japanese and Spanish. You know,
don't they all sound smarter in Japanese?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Japanese funny. All I can think about Scary Movie was like Toyota, Mr. Shibi, Nintendo. Toyota, Mr. Shibi.
Yeah.
Hyundai. That's all I can think about when I hear Japanese language.
Yeah, I love this so much.
But this is dope, and it's crazy because it's like this is just. It's only for they're testing it now.
Yeah.
That's why they have to put it to where the audience are where people are watching.
Right.
But nigga, in a year or two,
this is gonna be
1 to 2 years
when they thing for us.
Just like you said, the Bad Bunny joint, like and like even for them, like once they get that one that pops, it's like that's the thing with all this stuff, bruh. It's how many people? It's like 7 billion people in the world. It's probably more than that, I think. I don't know how many people are in the globe. There's a market for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They just all they all of them don't speak your language.
Language,
right? You know what I'm
the
saying?
Biggest barrier.
That's the biggest barrier.
It is.
Like one of the like they could it's 7.9 billion people,
8 billion roughly.
Or 8 billion pretty much.
I'm finna get started.
To where it's like niggas could be missing out. We could be living like kings in India right now. We don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because this shit ain't translating.
We fit right in India.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So,
and it's certain things. Like, you know, certain things cross that barrier of language, music, sports, shit like that.
Right.
But with podcasting and commentary, it's literally the only thing separating like a person from half the world, you know, enjoying the conversation.
An American culture / hip hop culture is the world's culture.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know about it. Like, that's why they love our music so much. It's like our culture. And this is as good as it gets. You get to watch us talking about our culture, like, you know what I'm saying? Outside of watching a TV show or whatever. Like now, I got the TV shows I can watch, and I get to just see them. I get to enjoy the podcasting now too.
Yeah,
and that's a little bit of American arrogance because we're talking about this from the perspective of our exports. But like, what if there's some like Guatemalan dude who has the illest comedy YouTube channel, and that's just in English now,
no, that's
so I can listen to it.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, who the fuck is this little?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it goes both ways.
And if YouTube opens up global like that for all creators, to where
they have to
where even if it's we don't even have to upload it differently either.
Yeah, it's just a thing. It's just
like if you're in China and you pull up Homeroom University, it's going to automatically give you the AI version of it.
You said the worst country, China.
Right.
They might make niggas pay for that.
Yeah, South Korea.
South Korea.
They might make niggas pay.
Is that much better?
Yes.
It is. South Korea.
Way better. South.
I heard Korea and I was like, oh shit.
No.
Where?
South. Yeah.
Know your geography, nigga.
I'm excited to get this feature.
They might make niggas pay for it. That's what I'm thinking.
Nah,
it might be worth it though.
Yeah, it would be.
It really might be worth it.
It would be.
Yo, tied in with YouTube Premium would be.
That's
crazy.
probably what they would do on some shit like
I already
that.
got YouTube Premium.
For real?
A lot of niggas don't though. That's the thing.
I feel like most niggas don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So people that actually
right now,
do get it, that'd be crazy.
You do that free trial for like that little 30 days, you're not going back,
bro.
Because it's so good.
I've watched our videos and I was like, bro, these ads is crazy. Like,
exactly.
I'm supporting myself, nigga.
Exactly.
Man, fuck these niggas. These niggas crazy.
But I'm gonna tell you the only downside of it is because I have cable TV or streaming TV, like live TV, but I'm not watching it. I watch the premium channels, HBO, shit like that, right? I would say the only downside of having YouTube Premium is I genuinely don't see a lot of advertisements. So like I don't know when movies are coming out. I don't see
get cut off from the world.
Low key. Like when I go to the theater now and I watch the trailers, it's like
you're shocked.
I'm like, oh shit, like it's really refreshing. Like I have that to look forward to now.
Oh, so that you learn everything about the world from us then now. We don't even watch the commercials around you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
You seen this? Nigga, no.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of stuff that like is just a regular commercial. So that's the only downside to it. But nigga, not having commercials, there was like a promo years ago, because I've been doing this for like 3 years at this point. But it was like 60 days free YouTube Premium.
Yeah. 60? Oh, you got to 60?
Yeah,
60 days is
when it's promotions going on like that. You kind of
condition you to where you haven't seen an ad in 60 days, nigga. That $18.99 is more than worth it.
Exactly.
I'm dropping Netflix before I drop my YouTube Premium. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like that YouTube Premium is not going nowhere.
I just don't believe that they would attach it to YouTube Premium, but it would have to be.
I'll pay $5 more for it on the creator side.
How much is it already?
$18.99.
Because when Elon Musk first
more
introduced,
important than Netflix to me though.
I feel it because of what we do.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
When Elon Musk first introduced like Twitter Premium, or for like Grok, you could pay for Grok. Nigga, I was like, man, who the fuck would pay for this shit?
Nigga, everybody got a blue check now.
The blue check, the blue check phenomenon, where you could just pay $6.
I really didn't think it was gonna take off like that. Niggas got blue checks out
instantly.
Instantly, it's kind of crazy.
And it was some niggas where it was like, all right, it's smart, just so
it makes sense for some people, but there's so many people with 100 followers with a blue check.
Now it's nothing.
Like, what are you doing, bro?
They devalued it.
They did.
They devalued it. They made it too accessible. The whole point of the check being symbolic was that it was exclusive.
Yeah,
niggas didn't even know how you got it.
Yeah.
No, that ass.
There was famous people who were trying to get it. They was like, yo, where my blue check at? Like, when yours come in?
Yeah.
It would have to be
department heads and shit.
Mm-hmm. But this whole AI thing, it would have to be just attached to YouTube. Never say never, but
have y'all been fucking with IG threads?
No.
You know, a little
I'm
bit.
not gonna lie. There's hoes on there.
I was just about to say that. That's the one reason to go on there.
I'm not going to lie. F-Mac, you seen?
Yo, if you look up...
I seen a hoe. I seen a hoe.
But hoes.
It's nothing but hoes. I seen a hoe I hit from Tinder on there.
Advertising herself, right?
Yeah, and she was viral. I was like, I hit that. That's crazy.
Nigga.
They be posting their location. It be bad bitches posting
like just new friends, like
yeah.
You look up whatever town. You look up whatever town.
It's
kind
of crazy.
Friends,
Justin,
that's it.
It's kind of crazy.
I'm just gonna give you a little. I'm just gonna flick my thumb.
You know what's crazy? But you know what's crazy? For months, I thought that was just my feed.
This is my loading screen.
Look at Justin's face. I saw his face.
This is my loading screen. Of course, it's gonna be basketball. I'm a hooper nigga, but
I'll show you mine.
There's nothing but bitches. There's nothing.
Homeroom University. It's literally nothing but bitches on this thing.
There's nothing.
And it's all the same. You have a problem, nigga.
No, but this isn't me following. This is just the regular feed. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot.
No, it's
any
crazy,
color,
bro. It's crazy.
Any build, they're just here. Just.
I think the only
you gotta understand, this is untapped real estate.
100%.
Okay.
Hey, Mac, you looking at yours?
No, I'm not.
I bet mine got better bitches than both of y'all.
Tony is more horny than you, AJ, because it's just more.
I'm just more handsome.
No, there we go.
There
That's
we go.
Good.
There we go.
There we go.
Look, she got the Henny bottle on her head. Or is that Don Julio?
That's Don Julio.
You
fool. I asked.
And look,
nigga, damn.
Justin, look. Raleigh, NC. They want you to know where they're at.
Nah, as soon as I opened it up.
There's
didn't even have to search
hoes
nothing.
on
that bitch is on my shit too.
I bet I had it first, nigga. Shit.
Y'all niggas is.
That bitch is on
There's
my
hoes
shit.
on threads, bro. I'm like, this is.
No. It's kind of crazy.
Hey guys, y'all trying to goon together?
Wait, like we didn't do that last week.
And this ain't fake locations. I'm like, bitch, you downtown.
Yeah. I know that. I know that block.
I know this block.
I'll
I'm
have
like,
the little pictures and be like, that's Glenwood, bro.
all the bad bitches that have been hiding in Raleigh are on threads, going viral for looking good.
Going stupid for looking good.
Viral. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
It's like they got better just to get the app. Yeah, nah, it's that was just on my heart. I had recently put another nigga onto that shit. He didn't believe me either, so I wasn't even surprised when the room was like, whoa.
I might try to slide on something on here. I haven't tried that yet.
That is coming. Because there's bitches on there. Like, I've been on there probably like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times. Just strolling through. Just like,
Well,
what's
you know
for
how
sale?
you know how
What's
the
for
Instagram
sale?
feed will have the advertisements for what's on Threads.
Yep. That's
how
what got me.
Yeah, that's how.
And
That's what
I've
got
almost
me.
got, but I've never gotten to the point where I re-download Threads because I'm like, I'm not about to do that.
I got. I don't, because at first I was looking at the bitches and I was like, that's cool, but that's not enough to make me get it. And then I saw something like, it was like some information. I was like, yo, I gotta finish reading that. And once I got on there, I didn't leave.
Why do they do that? Why are they just telling us?
I'm about to start posting.
But I don't
Yo, Riley,
but I don't even have,
baby, what's up?
But I don't even have a regular Threads. This is the Menace Material account. I literally don't follow anybody on here.
In this hoes.
I might need to connect it to my personal one. But you know what I didn't like about it? You can't delete Threads without deleting your Instagram account now.
Yes.
Which is why I never made. I did one for the brand page, and then once it did that, I was like, "Wow!"
I remember that.
I'm not doing nothing
that's
else.
Why
now.
that's why I deleted. I left it alone.
Yeah, that's why I never fucked with it no more.
Yeah.
With Threads,
you can't delete your
'cause I
Threads
downloaded it
account.
when it
It'll
was-
delete your Instagram now.
Yeah.
I can delete the app though, right?
You can delete the app.
That's all I need.
Account, though, yeah.
That's literally all I need. Account, it doesn't
funny as
exist.
Why is the spacebar going crazy?
It's nothing but.
Oh, we was talking about.
Are you leaning on the spacebar?
Nope.
We was talking about Joe Budden, and I
Oh.
wanted to ask you, Lauren, because you
This is going crazy.
you watch that shit more often than us. But what's up with Jaewon?
He's a cool addition. It is just getting to be a lot of niggas, for real.
Oh, wait, hold on.
And isn't there we have an office hours about Joe Budden that I was reading.
We do?
I thought
Who's
it was
in
funny. It was like, this shit ass now. And it's literally exactly what you just said, Lauren.
Well, yeah, let's read that office hours and then we'll go into it, the Jaewon edition and everything.
It's like 6, 7 niggas. But it's always been 6, 7 niggas up
It's always been the
like.
Bionic 6 for sure.
Always?
That's what it feels like, bro.
Wasn't there a point in time where it was just 3 guys and then behind the
That's
camera?
true.
Nigga?
It hasn't been like that for a while though. I feel like.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's always been 5 niggas at least.
Right, at
It's
least
5
At least
voices.
It was
least.
always 4.
It was always 4.
It was Parks and Joe Budden and 2 other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was always 4.
But Jaewon
don't
been
know.
cool though? Because I was just asking because I saw a clip.
Okay, here it is. Hashtag office hours. Are we not going to admit that the Joe Budden podcast is horrible now? 7 mics is crazy. Also, in my opinion, I have lost a lot of respect for Joe Budden podcast after finding out his sleeper segment is sponsored by Def Jam Records.
Ooh, I didn't even know that. Is that true?
Apparently not. Joe said that niggas got it wrong, and no, that's not the case. He said that on the show, but I don't know.
Is that all he said? No, you got it wrong.
He said niggas is trying to. He was like, yeah, there's no Def Jam sponsorship. Niggas trying to find that shit out. He just said no.
Put that misinformation in our comments, Mac.
And I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't believe.
Bro, everything's for sale.
I think I might respect it more.
But it
Right?
does sound like he might have something. I wouldn't be surprised if he had like a title thing. Or
I
something.
feel sad
Yeah.
Joe
You know
what I'm
is
saying?
possibly telling the truth.
Because it's probably linked. It's probably
Right.
close. It's probably title or some shit like that.
But Jaewon, how is he?
He's a good addition as far as like
who is Jadakiss' son for the viewers?
As
that
far
don't
as like he's surprisingly funny at times, and he actually has good perspective and able to podcast well with like back and forth retort to what was just said, sticking on that point, and like that type of shit is good. Like as a podcaster, I can see the innate skill.
Right.
I
You know
just
what I'm saying?
thought because they've always needed like a younger perspective.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's cool.
The fact that they
he
found
fits in with grown
fits
men.
in,
He gets into
yeah.
with grown adults well.
the perfect nigga.
Yeah, it's actually a good vibe. Honestly, if he was there and Flip wasn't there, it would be like a okay replacement.
Really? Oh, that's a big statement to say though, Lauren.
I was gonna ask you that because
gonna flip.
Joe Budden, the nigga had said like a joke or something, and Jaewon was like, "Yeah, man, I'll be taking y'all niggas spots soon."
Well, they talked about that.
That was a declaration, man.
Yeah.
That was a prophecy.
It turned into a moment where you could see the tension on. You know
Exactly.
What I'm saying?
But how do my fault? What was you about to say?
Nah, go ahead.
How do y'all feel about 7 mics? Because
It's a little crazy.
podcasting,
That is crazy.
Podcasting is an interesting art to where it's like 2 people doing it is fine, but it's something about a balanced amount of multiple perspectives that allows you to get to the bottom of things.
Because we don't have time to even get to the bottom of everybody's fucking theory at a certain
what I
point.
mean?
Yeah.
And like there's times on LOI, for example, to where like me, Justin, Lauren, and FMac are each adding to this, and we're getting closer to whatever the truth or just like the bottom of the barrel is.
Right.
But there is the diminishing returns on everything.
That's a whole thing, yeah.
So it's like, it sounds like 4 might be
the perfect
limit.
Yeah.
4 might be the limit.
Number. Yeah.
2 skilled individuals can probably do it, but 4 might be, and even it's not even a true 4. It's like a 3.5.
Yeah.
Because it's not 4 people sitting in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's 3, maybe 2 in front of the camera, and then the background people. Not, I feel like that's diminishing y'all. But
I mean,
the behind the scenes.
But that's how we have it. We have 3 on camera and 2 off.
I think,
and FMac really doesn't jump in on the main show. He's mainly on Patreon.
Yeah.
You know
and LOI and shit,
or and office hours. Yeah.
Whenever we ask him a question.
Yeah, whenever we feel like including that nigga.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So we invite FMac this time.
Say, nigga.
No. Stay home, nigga.
You the understudy, nigga.
But if you have 4, 5 is okay if one person only plans. Like Parks is always gonna just ad lib, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he's not gonna lead. He's not gonna drive something to where we need to get to the bottom of my theory.
Right.
So 5 becomes acceptable, but
numbers don't matter, but cohesiveness do.
Yeah, because
cohesiveness is like
what's everybody's job?
That word is. That word is a lot more important than the numbers. Because if you have 4 niggas on camera, but the other 2 or the other 3 is just strictly playing their position, getting in, because it's like, look,
it's stricter
when we up here, we all want to get our shots.
100%.
I gotta get my step. I gotta get my groove shit.
Yeah, that's
Watch
facts.
the Patreon basketball video. This groove. I gotta get my groove going.
Yeah, when there's 3 of us, we all equally have to get our shit off.
We gotta get our shit off. But when it comes to 5, 6, 7, you got it. Somebody has to sit on the wing,
and which is why I was saying it's 4, but it's really 3.5 because you're taking your step backwards.
But I think
from where we are,
I think Ish plays that like real wing player. Like if you ever need something,
Ish is a starter.
Yeah, he's a starter, but he's playing, but
he's like over there.
Yeah.
Got you.
He doesn't have the ball.
He's not bringing the ball up the court. He's the guy. He might get the first pass on the left wing.
Okay, gotcha.
But he's not initiating offense.
Gotcha. That's Joe.
Robert Horry is Ish.
I don't know, but I'm with you.
Yeah. Big shot, Bob.
Robert Horry is Ish. Like just whenever you pass him the ball, he's probably gonna make that shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
he's not in the way. I've heard too many episodes now where it's a lot of voices and they clash. I'm saying like Joe Budden is one of those podcasts that for me, I hadn't heard a lot of the basic podcast shit go wrong, like everybody talking over each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a basic podcast shit.
Yeah.
And that happened, like once they got to 6, that started happening a few times where I like had almost like when you have headphones off, you gotta take them off.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
nigga, what the fuck? Like
every so often you listen, hold up, slow the fuck down.
yeah,
Bro. It's too much
like,
going on.
Like that shit was happening, and I was like, okay, they might be at their limit. You know what I'm saying? So now they added a 7th. I'm like, they gonna do this with everybody there?
This is the thing.
It's dangerous.
This is the thing. 7 is terrible. Like, no matter how good niggas are, it's too many. I think I understand what he's doing though.
I know what he's doing.
You have to condition your audience to see these people so that there's a certain level of introduction you do have to give people to your audience, right? 7 might be unbearable for a lot of people, and we might all be thinking this show fucking sucks right now, right?
Yeah.
But that's fine for you to think it sucks for the next couple months because right now I'm conditioning you.
Yeah.
So that now when I can rotate people and I can lose half the crew and it doesn't matter because you fall into love or like for the 3 people that we're podcasting with today.
Most
you know what I'm
businesses
saying?
care about short-term problems and not long-term.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well, no, they care. They care less about.
I think he said it backwards.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
I know what you meant.
Short-term.
That short-term little bump that in the road. Is for a reason. That's fine. We'll take that L because the long-term goal is
gonna
what
be bigger.
is going to be better.
Risk is associated with anything that has a reward. So it's like, You got to, but
and I can
he is
understand
risking a lot. He's risking our ears right now,
which is fine because I think it's fine because I think what he's also doing is, how old is Joe Budden again?
Like 45, 44.
He doesn't.
62.
He wants to be. He wants to be done at 50, roughly. He wants to move into the executive seat. 44. He's got 6 more years. Him conditioning his audience when he wants to step away and into the office more and call plays. So much of everything is relying on his face. You know what I'm saying? I can't step away comfortably if I don't get somebody to 60 to 75% of where I'm at. If I can get 2 to 3 people, 60% of the clout that comes directly to me, now I can step away because 3 of them will equal more than one of me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get that. I get that. You know
I get what he's doing. He's conditioned, and he's back into that bag where he's not only conditioning for that, but conditioning for everybody having their own thing potentially, or other people having their own thing.
Which
you know what I mean, and allowing that to build the brand and keep the brand moving as well.
And trying to build, trying to build like the confidence of your players.
Right.
You're gonna have to give them some shots to take.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's gonna be on top of each other. They're just gonna be fucking falling on each other.
Right.
But shots is gonna be put up. Some are gonna be made. Some are gonna be missed. You know.
But also throw a new nigga in there and see how everybody else act.
Yep.
Exactly.
Play with their head a little bit.
You know.
Yeah. Put somebody
Some of that going
young
on, too.
and hip in front of them and see what they do.
I wonder
See
if
they
he
start
has
giving
been
more
trying to
opinions.
find like the younger him almost too. I don't know if that's Jaewon.
I'm pretty sure he has a son, right?
I think.
Yeah, but a nigga who like he can.
That's
he
different.
Can, you know who he can like.
Joe
groom.
Budden?
His
Him on the-
academics.
Him on the mic.
Him on the mic. Yeah.
Talking about Joe Budden.
Yeah.
I think his ego's too big. Like he probably thinks there will probably never be another Joe Budden.
I think he's toned that down a lot.
I
Bro.
mean, they kind of
I don't think so. There won't be
There
actually, but Joe can recognize actual talent though.
That's what I'm saying. I think
he's actually he can actually see it. He's one of him and Adam 22 are good. They can see shit really well.
You think Adam?
I think so.
I think he
I
sees
think
shit.
so. I think he tries a lot at bullshit.
Yeah.
But I think he sees a little bit of something in everybody. Not everybody. He doesn't see a little bit of something in everybody, but he can see things. He sees a lot though.
I think
he's more willing. He's willing to take more risks.
I think he has.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
He has great, like, just short-term vision. He's a short-term visionary. But when it goes past 6 to a year, that's when it gets
He's
like
definitely a good short-term visionary for sure. I agree with
He's
that.
amazing short-term.
There's a certain like mentality in business to where like good is good enough, and you have to apply that rule in certain situations, not with everything, but like a lot of people obsess over minor details that are kind of minute and don't really matter in the long run, to where they're trying to make everything perfect and polished. Like good being good enough. I think I was I forgot his name. I think it's Kevin Smith, white dude, big in comedy movies and all that shit. He was like, a lot of amateur filmmakers they'll make 1,000 takes of the same scene, not realizing that like good is good enough, and that you're gonna get more in the long run if you just kind of not settle for less, but if you put your expectations down a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because this nigga, and he's done a lot of legendary movies. Hot Tub Time Machine is one of them.
What's that?
Yeah,
High
Hot Tub
movie?
Time Machine
The
is
high
great.
movie. Nah, he didn't do Hot Tub Time Machine. I'm
Shit,
bugging.
my fault.
But yeah, it's a certain approach.
Oh, Clerks.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he's a legend.
Yeah, he's definitely a legend. We've all seen one of his movies and didn't
For
know
sure.
it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, he was in Cop Out. That's crazy. Oh, and Zach and Mary Corno.
Yeah.
I just saw that not too long ago. That movie is so fucking funny.
I've never
bro.
seen that shit. I heard it was great.
It's so good, bro.
Man, it's
good.
boobs in movies.
It's so funny.
It's like it's
so
nothing
funny,
better than
bro.
seeing actual titties
It is so
in
funny,
a movie.
bro.
Bro, you have a fetish, my boy.
For what?
Did he just try to scold you for liking titties?
No, it's just like it's just like
you see what he
it's just
tried
like,
to do?
bro,
That was kinda
But
weird,
no,
my
but
nigga.
it's just like the way
set
it pops up for this nigga though.
He
Like
set it up to where one of y'all was supposed to agree, and
Nah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, but I didn't agree.
I wasn't an agreeing thing. It was just like the
I took
moments in
offense.
which the titties come up, it's like everything else is out the window. It's just like titties.
It's-
And I'd be like, this
Lauren,
nigga is
it's
on another
all
one.
in the context. You're watching a movie and titties pop out. That's great. That's phenomenal.
Nobody's upset about
If
that.
you're over
I'm
this,
not upset.
if you're over your toilet and you're seeing titties and everything, that's one thing. Like you that's to be expected. You get what I mean?
Wait, you got titties over your toilet? What you mean that's to be expected?
When are you just seeing titties on your phone?
Oh, you talking about jerking off?
Lay back, you lay on your back.
Yeah,
you lay on your back in your bed.
Talking about. Well, I mean, sometimes
on your back.
Yeah, why not?
Nah, I sit up, man. I gotta be ready for anything.
What the fuck?
Absolutely anything.
This is crazy.
I don't know what can happen.
The fuck? This nigga's not even relaxed. This is crazy.
Nigga, enjoy yourself.
I'm always back straight, nigga. Boots locked, nigga. Straight up, nigga.
That's stupid.
Oh my god!
Just lock the door.
That shit's crazy.
Okay, let's
well, yeah, they didn't get it.
Let's burn through the West Coast shit because it's just so much shit before we get to office hours. It's getting late.
So much debauchery.
Okay.
Damn.
Let me start with this. No jumper, West Coast podcasters. I need to see a fucking fight. I just need to say that. I need to see somebody put hands on niggas. I'm sick of this shit.
You're lying, AJ. Don't say that.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick.
Those guys are your friends,
I'm
AJ.
sick.
Stop lying.
They're gonna be like, watch this.
I fuck with all these. Well, I don't fuck with all of them,
See
but
this coming.
I fuck with AD, of course. You know, there's the people that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so exhausted. Since I've watched No Jumper in this last 2 years, and just Fig Community World back on Fig, I'm trying to like think for real. Like, I wonder how many times I heard between all the shows, like, I squabble that nigga down. Like, you know what I'm saying? How many times have I
We should
heard,
have a squabble counter.
Yeah.
Squabble counter.
Oh man!
Imagine what the
that count would be crazy.
Imagine what the count is, bro.
It look like a slot machine,
bro.
It's crazy, nigga.
It's thousands.
Yeah.
It's thousands, dog.
Yeah.
10,000.
The count is crazy.
I feel comfortable saying 10,000.
Because it's
going.
it's hundreds in one video.
It's millions of squabble threats on the internet, and they anger you to the degree that you got to hide in your hat right now, nigga. Goddamn.
I need to see it. I don't want nobody to die, but I want to see somebody got to get punched in the fucking face. And this is getting crazy, y'all. It's like I just don't understand how we keep ending up here. Why is our first reaction to threaten violence and then it doesn't go there? I'm tired of the cycle of let's threaten violence.
Yeah.
Let's play that threatening violence game on the internet. Let's get our factions and our sections to get involved. Now I got whatever their fucking names are, the OGs to the babies to the tinies to the all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody chimes in. A phone call's being made. Finally, there's resolution. We dapping up. We laughing.
We brothers.
We tying flags. We brothers. I'm sick of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. Let's not start with violence. Why do we have to go to the violence? It's just, you know what I'm saying?
If we were going to do this, if this the outcome, nigga.
If this is always going to be our outcome, and it's fucked up to say that I want to see
it's
these
the culture,
people,
nigga.
I hate it. I hate it,
And it's the
bro.
culture over there.
Yes.
We got to make sure that that's some over there shit. Of course, the idea of, what's it, flogging? Flogging is like faking, right?
Flogging?
Flogging.
You made that? I've never heard that word.
That's like a Florida term. But it's always going to be like niggas.
Flocking.
Nah, not flocking.
Oh, okay.
It's always going to be niggas that are lying on some like, yo, let's fight, let's pull up, you know what I'm saying, shoot 30 seconds in every state.
Right.
It's always going to happen. In every state.
No, that's true. That's true.
For some weird reason.
Like New York was like, give me 5 minutes. Like everybody has their thing.
And sometimes.
Philly is rumble. You know, like
and sometimes it's just like a let's rumble, but let's not really rumble. It's going to happen.
It's a friendly fade. That's what they call it.
So what you said, it's just a known thing.
I'm tired
with
of
LA niggas.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, be hard first, ask questions later.
Right.
Be hard first, give peace later. Like it's backwards, my nigga.
I just don't get it.
It's backwards, but that's kind of that's the way the world works. The threat of violence can be violence in itself, damn near.
No.
What you mean?
I'm gonna have to disagree. So
let me say it first, and then you can disagree.
I thought
the threat of violence can be violent in itself. LA has a history that we all know about.
Yeah,
we know
for sure.
shit gets really real over there. So
and I would never discredit that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fact, and that's what gives it power. That's why they
That's
can give
true.
a billion
That's true.
squabbles and have it still had the same impact every time because you'll never question that.
But
nobody ever will. Nobody wants a problem. Most people. Let me not say nobody. Most people don't want a problem.
Yeah.
So the threat of an issue is enough to make an issue not happen.
But it's also like it's a weird type of threat. Like it's almost abusive. Like nigga, either you're gonna kill me or not. Don't keep saying it. You feel me? Like I was watching a video.
Just
Shout
dangling
out,
death over
shout
my
out,
fucking head all
yeah,
day.
which is like, nigga,
that's better than killing you though, because you just scared.
Nigga, I'm a burden to most people in my life. Kill me, nigga. That's how I feel. But I was watching Queen's Flip. He was in Trinidad with damn, was 50 Cent homie?
Yeah, yo.
Fuck no, 50 Cent had a homie, caught a body or something, got deported to Trinidad.
Oh, he's probably not named.
No, you talking about Shine. Oh no, I'm tripping.
No,
you think you
Shine
said
is
50
Belize.
Cent. Yeah, but I thought that's what you was talking about. You said 50 Cent. Nah,
Just go to Queen's Flip page for me, please. His YouTube page. In Trinidad, there's like a level of respect to where you don't even raise your octane level past a point. Octave level.
Yeah.
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 To a point because it's like, nigga, death will happen.
Gotcha.
It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it can happen.
It will.
Probably
It's a
will
promise.
happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And when things are a certain promise, you move
differently
with respect.
Yeah.
You move.
It's like when everybody was walking around with a sword. If I take this out, this gut. If I take this, if you see this blade, it's getting used.
It's getting used.
Yeah, yeah.
And like now, niggas don't even use guns like that no more for real. Like niggas will pull out a gun and just fucking have it around, have it in their hand.
Okay. I forgot what the point of this was. There's just so much beef out there. All right, so Potlord ran down on Yuri. Potlord ran down on Josh of No Jumper.
His name was Bang 'Em Up Smurf.
Josh was at one point Adam 22's brother-in-law, but Josh is actually going through a divorce right now. But let's watch some of the beef origins. They've hated each other for a while.
I don't wish divorce on nobody, man. I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Go to the Reddit clip actually. To the next one. That one, yeah. Oh, this is actually okay, perfect. So now, actually go back to the YouTube video and let's start from the beginning. I'm sorry.
You good. Where at you want to start at?
Just start from the very beginning.
All right, 10-4.
This is just 32 minutes compilation of, Potlord never worked for No Jumper. Potlord gets fired, but not fired. He pretty much said, can you please stop coming to the building, essentially, because you don't work here. And ever since then, Potlord has fucking hated everything at No Jumper. He's hated Josh because they didn't want them on their network, essentially, right?
That's what happens when you get banished.
Pretty much. He's always talked shit about them. Potlord always threatens violence. It's blah, blah, blah. He rides around. He's always blicked up. He's always reaching for his gun. It's
Ready
all
to smack a
It's
nigga.
always these fucking theatrics. You know what I'm saying?
He's a loose cannon. I was watching the video.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's theatrics. Like, that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Josh has always been in his crosshairs. At one point, Josh got fed up and was just like, man, I'll beat up Yuri and Potlord at the same time. Ain't nobody scared of them. Right? But long story short, like, he's been threatening him for months, bro. Like, Potlord has been.
Yeah.
And Josh was quiet for a really long time, and then he finally just kind of started popping his shit.
He snapped.
But, let's listen to some of the disrespect.
Josh's wife, which is your sister, weighs more than both of y'all combined. What are we talking about? Josh, bitch, we challenge you, right? We challenge you. We challenge you to a wife challenge. Come do this on stream. Oh! Do this on stream.
This is funny.
Come do this on stream.
Show your kilograms.
Wife challenge. Wife challenge. Wife challenge. Wife challenge. Come do this on stream, Josh. Tell his bitch to come do this on stream. Nigga, she gonna need 6 streams because there's gonna be shit falling all over the place.
This is a fucking sex trafficker dude, right? Like a sex trafficker dude. This is a fucking relapsing crackhead. This is also a fucking cokehead that literally no one respects.
Pause
With a
real quick.
shitty.
Just so y'all know, that's the voice of Yuri. Yuri is also somebody who is a fucking super No Jumper fan.
Yeah.
Worked for No Jumper for years. Consistently fucked up. Adam liked him, never fired him. of course, it's all these niggas used to work for Adam, and then Adam has questionable shit in his past, but nobody cares until they just don't get a paycheck from them no more. Let's be very clear. Like, Adam has always had weird shit in his past, right? The Adam 16 is there for a reason. That, like, niggas that call him that for they call him that for a reason. It's just what it is. And it's never a problem until you get fired or you don't work for them no more.
Exactly.
So half of y'all opinions nobody gives a fuck about anyway, because they were already like, come on. Like,
if you're trying to play the moral high ground.
If you're trying to play some moral high ground and shit, cut that all the way out, you know? But, okay, that was one episode. So that was one instance. So let's go to the Reddit clip just so we can hear. Just imagine that just that energy Potlord had, that energy has been consistent over the last year. There's not too much more we need to see.
Even the first clip is like, man, like, look, my wife is fat.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Having a fat wife is the least
of your concerns.
Yes.
Yeah, of your concern. That's my big.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's my
But even if it was my, like, that's nothing.
Right.
There's so many other things that are fucking worse.
So many things.
That is a
and
fact.
plus, if we're really having a wife challenge, like, who's judging?
Right.
That matters a lot. Who's the committee that decides the
Judge Mathis.
Please not Joe Brown. Nigga. You bring a white girl, you gonna win.
This is one of the moments when Josh finally like clapping back.
Yeah, Flocka, I'm not turning down any kids. Just because my schedule is so packed and limited, if him and Potlord want to run at the same time, just to like.
Really? You'll fight them both at the same time?
I'm not scared of either.
Hey, Potlord. Hey, no. Potlord said, Josh, when I catch you, it's up. So
many months later.
That's what I thought, bitch. That's what I thought, nigga.
I ain't even trying to confuse nothing. I know. I just you and me personally, bro. Okay, no, it's talking to shit about my wife. I'll kill you, nigga, on my mama. I'll kill you, nigga, on my mama. I'll kill you. Bitch ass nigga, you's a bitch. You's a bitch, yeah. Nigga, bro, squabble up. Squabble up. Here, bro, squabble up. Yeah, squabble up. Squabble up. It's the wrong place. Squabble up. Squabble, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. What's up, Yuri? Josh, you was a bitch. Yeah. Do a lot of bitch activity and do a lot of shit behind the scenes for sure. Yo, Josh, let's go. All right, let's go. He's so mad.
You're probably mad too.
Mad about what?
If I were you.
Mad about what?
Your whole scenario.
Did you just lose your girl? Mad about what?
You need to read this.
Who put this together?
Wait, what?
Respect whoever put this together. This is Josh when he announced that he was going through a divorce.
Oh, shit.
Just roping it all together. But
God damn it. Should it be red? I'm fucking. We are friends with Josh, god damn it.
Why didn't he just take off on him?
Yeah, all that talking.
Potlord.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he was that big of a deal.
Do niggas just not, is it not on site for real?
No, it's not.
I think a lot of people don't understand the moment, right? Like, it's very easy to say something. It's like, nigga, the moment is the moment.
Well, he should understand
most people don't even, a lot of people aren't bullies.
Okay.
So, you know, if a nigga got his hands down, it's a lot of niggas that, you know, they'll just be like, all right, you a bitch ass nigga for not putting your hands up.
I seen a lot of niggas get punched with their hands down. You know, when I was going to school up in the Philly area and shit, I wasn't even in the city. I was right outside of Philly. Nigga, it didn't there was never a moment, I didn't experience this really until I kind of got to high school down here in North Carolina. It didn't matter if it was the black dudes, the white dudes, the Spanish niggas, right? If at the beginning of the day or at any point during the day, I heard there was a rumor, hey, yo, these niggas gonna fight today. That shit was happening before we got on the bus. It was happening, bro.
Yeah.
I never seen a fight get delayed by more than 24 hours up where I used to live, right?
Oh, okay.
That's from middle school, elementary, niggas was getting it cracking. It is what it was. And I'm talking about even some of the civilized people. He was like, he wants to fight. We had to fight then. You know what I'm saying? It was just it wasn't a big deal. It was if that's where you're at, you have to do it.
Yeah.
It was never delayed. I remember when I first got down here, maybe the first month in North Carolina. I'm in high school and these two niggas are staring at each other and it's women holding them back. I said, I've never seen that before. Y'all niggas don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen this before. Like,
and it's crazy because that's your experience. I've seen a nigga with one arm, arm the size of 4 arms though.
Yeah.
He took his one arm, grabbed the nigga by the neck, threw him against the glass and broke it. And that's my experience.
My experience is different too, nigga. My experience was niggas was squabbling, nigga.
Squabbling.
They was squabbling, nigga.
But
man, I remember there was these 2 niggas at Apex High. Y'all know who y'all are. Man, these niggas fought 8 times, bro. So this isn't everybody. Okay. This isn't everybody.
What was the record?
I don't know. I gotta ask one of them because I'm Facebook friends.
Who was up? Somebody's gotta be up.
Somebody was up.
Somebody gotta be up.
Well, they fought like 8 times, but like
I'm glad you said that.
Like 4 or 6, like 4 or 5 of the fights weren't even in school. It was like in the neighborhood,
off grounds.
And then like
just heard about them.
You hear about them. They're like,
yeah,
you know. Them 2 niggas, they got into it again. It's like, see, it's really on site for these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of that in NC.
It's
a
really
lot of that.
Them niggas was Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I guess I've been around a lot of niggas. It was really on site for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like woofing happens everywhere. Every city,
true.
there's a person who says they want to fight and don't really mean it.
Yes.
But I don't know. I've seen a lot of appointments get settled in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was this one nigga in our high school. I think it was a white dude had smacked this black dude's girl on the ass. You remember that shit?
Whoa.
That was one of the shits that had us on the news. That nigga, like, first of all, everybody around the white dude was like, yo, you got to do this. Like, they was pushing him in the bathroom like, you're in this fight, nigga. So he didn't really have a choice. He got in there with that nigga and just got demolished. Jesus. That shit was just
to the point where the news was up there. He got charged.
remember, what was it, like Nightdale High School? They were like infamous for the police officers were tasing kids.
Yeah, and tear gas and shit. It was like tear gas and shit like that.
So yeah, there's pump fingers everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So let me be clear. I'm not saying I came to North Carolina. I just met a bunch of hoe ass.
And that's what it kind of sounded like.
And I'm sorry.
I didn't like that very much.
And I'm sorry. I apologize 100%. I'm just saying.
You got a podcast called The 3 Oak, nigga.
I'm just saying the first time I saw women holding niggas back was here in North Carolina.
The first time you saw a woman support her man was in North Carolina. That's good.
Yeah. But,
that's good.
But I just really, as I'm watching this go down, I'm just thinking about all the times I heard about a nigga say, I'll whoop your ass.
And we cannot.
And I know I'm in the thousands. I know I am.
And
I am.
We got to be specific.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say.
The people that are typically saying these things are media pundits. So it's already, when you're talking violence with media pundits, even us, it's like, take it with a grain of salt.
I don't even know. There's not even real media pundits at No Jumper. The only people I'm even giving media to are Adam, Flacco, Remo. Everybody else is a nigga that just was in a different life and came over to podcasting.
Yeah, but they still came to it. And that's what the difference is. Is that they're here now.
Yeah. But
and like,
let's also not.
We can't
let's not take these niggas.
Yeah, I was about to say we can't let the podcasters of LA inform us on how the gangbangers actually are.
Okay, that's true.
Because
I know
real ones,
they're sanctioning squabbles for
the
sure.
really real ones probably aren't talking the most. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Like
they're not on the internet.
The thuggiest thugs,
yeah,
for all intents and purposes, aren't saying shit.
Which sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, I just couldn't think of nothing better.
I'm with you though.
Yeah,
but there's also a side of it where it's like the thuggiest niggas or whatever, quote unquote.
We're running with it now.
We are. They should be checking these niggas.
Why aren't they regulating them?
Why aren't they regulating the nigga who's acting like it? Yeah.
They're representing us.
Yes.
They're representing y'all.
Yeah. So that's the part that's like confusing.
There's a lot of representation. I know it goes down in LA. I would never question it.
It goes down.
I'm checking in when I get there. That's a whole fact. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't Tupac and Biggie down in LA?
That's a whole nigga. What? PNB Rock, Pop Smoke, nigga. They've sent a lot of people home in boxes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not down.
Everybody that had wealth though. So, you know.
Hey, Mac, what was you about to say?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm like overstepping with this information, but what I got from he was involved with gangs before.
Okay.
And he was telling me that they
in LA?
No, in New York.
It is very different.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I mean, but maybe it's a similar situation.
Yeah, some
usually
shit,
when it comes to people that do get a lot of media fame and they are like gang makers or whatever, they purposefully let them do that. And over time, they slowly start to shoulder them or show them a cold shoulder kind of deal. So it's like they are sort of becoming a lone wolf in a sense.
Gotcha.
But they still kind of represent it for media, but they aren't really that
part of
deep
it.
in.
I believe that. I believe actually that makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Because it's like you can't even come back to this hood, nigga.
Because you can't do both.
Yeah.
You can't do both.
You can't.
But so my thing is, why say it?
Because the threat still looms, and you can still manipulate that to your whim. You gotta understand, like, there's people out here who are your opposition in a game that's softer than the game that you actually come from.
Yeah.
So using some of your old tactics and strategies is foolproof in this game. Podcasters don't want to fight. Talking about fighting, that's one of the worst fears for a lot of niggas.
I mean, I don't want to fight. I mean, if I'm within my rights, it's up on you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm also not running around threatening niggas saying I'm gonna beat you the fuck up every.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my go-to.
That's a hard life to live.
Like,
It's
imagine
lazy for podcasting.
It's lazy as hell. And like, I feel like I've talked shit about a lot of people. They can call it that, right? It's because I can't convince anybody else that it's something different, right? It is what it is, whatever you think. I've never led with everybody that I've talked shit about. Man, I'll fuck that nigga up. I've just never done that. There's no point.
Because you had something to say about what they did that you didn't like.
Right,
Exactly.
yeah. It's like,
Which is why, like, when a podcaster brings up fighting, like, you just ran out of words.
It's literally
you ran out of.
It's literally
you ran out of what makes you good at what you do.
Yeah.
It's literally having access to an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you just need a dictionary.
You ran out of.
So this whole thing is happening.
And
Potlord, Josh,
his crazy ass.
It's whatever. Who gives a fuck? Bricc Baby's commentary on Potlord, hilarious. Bricc Baby on stream, running ISO on stream, is pretty funny.
He's kind of just getting better overall.
For the whole 8 hours, or are you only
I have
liking
no
clips?
idea. I have no idea.
Okay.
I've only seen clips. I've never seen a full 8 hours. But every time I see a clip, it's so funny. When he's like, I mean, he's most comfortable at home, obviously.
Yeah, he's at his own pace.
But every time
You don't got Adam to say gay shit
every
to
time
make
I've
him
seen him on
uncomfortable.
this setup at home, he's just been so funny to me. I'm like, yo, this nigga's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's hilarious. Like, in a group, it don't hit, you know?
Yeah.
But he be by himself just talking. That shit be hilarious, bro.
Hell yeah, busting off drugs by yourself, man, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
great.
You want me to run this?
Yeah, for sure.
Have a good day. Have a good one, bro. Have a good one. No one knows you. No one knows you. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Hey, you bought burritos for us, nigga. Shut your runner ass up.
You bought Doritos for us.
Yeah, all that. No, this is what I did not want.
Oh, that's security.
No. This is what I did not want.
You know what? Hit pause
Now you
real
gotta
quick. Shout out to Keem. Keem said one time on Apollo, he was talking to, not P Nice. P Nice's brother, DW Flame. And DW Flame was pretty much like, yeah, bro, like, we afraid of the police. We gangsters. Like, niggas can't do nothing when the police come or get called.
Yeah.
And Keem was like, he was like, you shouldn't stand on that then. Why say it if the police will end every situation? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I'm not gonna run around saying things if anybody at any point somebody replies, I'm gonna call the police on you, it's over. He's like, I don't think that's honorable. You know what I'm saying?
And it's,
I feel that. You know what I'm saying?
But not
Like,
only that, you just show me your hand.
right.
I know what makes you scared, nigga. I'm just call the police.
Just call the police. I'll file a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna get you to hit me.
Yeah, like, but I need only want rich niggas to hit you.
Yes.
You can't sue a nigga that ain't got shit.
And rich niggas ain't just going around hitting this.
Rich people aren't starting physical problems.
They can't afford it.
50 said that. Niggas who are doing well are not running around trying to squabble.
Literally.
So it just, when you running around off throwing squabbles out, it just look like you're doing terrible, man. This life is beautiful, man. What are we out here fighting for? It's all this pussy and money out
That's
here.
right. IG threads, nigga.
What the
Throwing
fuck?
IG threads.
What
You
the
live
fuck?
on the same side of the globe as Lady Martinez.
Precisely.
What are you mad about?
Right.
Come on, man.
The sun shines differently
What's
over there.
the problem?
Okay, yeah, let's watch it. Yeah. I don't know when he starts.
This.
That bitch.
All right, we're good?
No
We're good?
wonder his
Okay.
wife left him.
What did that random white girl just say?
Listen.
And how you know who the fuck is this bitch? And how you know who left who in the relationship? This drunk ass bitch, what you got a buzzball bitch and a motherfucker? She got a buzzball and a Red Bull. You know what she doing on hood with that nose right there. On hood, she snorting and sucking. Bitch, you a vacuum. On 6-0, super vacuum.
On 6-0 is crazy.
Super vacuum.
This is what pissed me off right here.
At least the security. Hey, in real life, man. In real life. At least feet on land.
Feet on land. So basically, LA, your turf. You got your feet. You stomping on this motherfucker. This is what disturbed me, boy. On the hood, you gonna piss a whole lot of niggas off from LA with this one, cuz.
He's killing that shit.
Feet on land, nigga. On what land, nigga? What land do you stomp on so viciously every day to where you just like a nigga out here? A nigga think he got a W because you pressed 2 white boys. Now it's up. Now that's how you coming on the dead homies. Now we finna just get on that. Then you talk about on Crip, nigga. What hood is this weird boof ass nigga from? He from Santa Monica. Santa Monica Crip, nigga. Santa Monica Boulevard Crip, nigga.
So ain't a nigga from Santa Monica.
WeHo Crip.
Yeah. Wait, watch what he finds.
Nigga has no history yet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, who is that? They said that's his crackhead wife. That's whose crackhead wife? That's a nigga wife? Yo. That's a nigga's wife?
White challenge. Complete shock. All right, hold on. There's another one where he
didn't even know what to say about it anymore.
He didn't.
He loves her. The girl he loves.
Bricc baby. Oh no. More analysis from Bricc.
Yeah, this shit is actually hilarious.
Yeah, when he's just left alone just to kind of rant, it's so good.
Wow.
Oh, hood. Look at this picture, cuz.
Yeah, just
on the hood. Bobby and that ain't even Whitney. Oh, hood. Bobby and Crystal Meth, cuz. Jesus Christ. This nigga look like a smoked out Taylor gang. He looked like Wiz Khalifa and Gator mix. Y'all know Gator from GD Gator 6. I think that was they clicked him and Schoolboy Q and them and Tiger. Kind of look like Gator and Wiz, and like a nigga socked him in his mouth on the dead homies. Got the permanent lip bust joint right here. Cuz what's up with
He does look like young
you got
Jay-Z.
𝔓𝔦𝚃𝚃 with the yeah on their lip on 6. Bitch, why? Bitch, why? This fur? Why? Like, bitch, on the dead homies. What the fuck do you got going on? This shit is crazy, cuz. On the hood. Like, that bitch is struggling. That bitch struggling for dear life, cuz.
Oh my God.
So Potlord calls into the community clips and he pretty much responds to Bricc picking at his wife, but he says Bricc is picking and choosing who he wants to run down on and shit like that, pretty much. Or talk shit about. You have to keep this off the screen.
You said what?
Right.
Keep this off the screen?
Yeah, because community got that copyrights.
All right, so
shit.
Can't even say nothing when it come down to that because I was doing the same thing when I was in the building. Like, I'm trying to defend everything in there, motherfucker. So, I mean,
Straight
nigga do what he doing.
Straight hoe.
You can say what you want.
Yeah.
I was on the same shit. So I can't get mad at a nigga like Bricc, like, nigga, where you at or nothing like that. Because I would have did the same shit. So I'm
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, hey,
cap,
hey,
can't cap.
No, that's fair, that's fair. But like, you feel me? Do that with everybody. Don't just do that with the streamer. Do that with the gangbangers. Do that with everybody.
Whoa, you said cut on stand on business with everybody. Oh,
It's a lot of selective going on.
Oh, I heard you, bro.
Like you want to get on the streamers. That's cool. That's cool. We don't gang bang. We not affiliates. You feel me? That's cool. But like, cool. Keep that same energy with everybody though.
Oh,
you hear that, Bricc? You hear that, Bricc?
Keep that same energy.
You can't pause. Nah, I think about it. AD's the only person that I've seen fight in the last 2 years.
Nah, well, we didn't see, but you know, Lush and your boy got down.
Lush did get down.
Lush and Suspect.
Yo,
Lush and Suspect. AD.
Lush and Suspect. You said too fast.
AD and China Mac. AD at the club, even though at the end he looked crazy.
Did Flacco get down
ground.
recently too?
Flacco didn't.
He raced though, so that's kind of close, right?
He raced?
Yeah, you remember when he was racing?
He
Gina?
did race.
Oh yeah.
Physical exertion for Flacco, like, you know, you just gotta
counts as a fight.
Yeah,
Counts as a squabble.
It was a fucking struggle to do.
It's Mortal Kombat.
The end story of this, there will be no end story.
I don't like how he retreated.
That's what
to
you're
saying
predicting?
He's just a streamer though.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. Ultimately, right?
Potlord has talked so much shit about being on site with Josh. I can't believe he didn't do it. That's crazy.
He's just a streamer.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
expectations,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, bro.
This is what we should expect, though. This is exactly what we should expect. You thought there was gonna be a crescendo moment, nigga? And even if it did,
I thought we would be able to see it at least for the first time. I thought we'd be able to see it.
Nah, man.
You just had hopes for this one because he sold it, but
it wasn't really semi-sold it. I never really believed it.
That trailer that they put together in the beginning, if you just show that to anybody with no context,
Oh,
you would
yeah, they're
think,
gonna believe
this,
it. They're
this
gonna
fight
believe
is
it.
happening
Yeah.
March 3rd. Like,
Yeah.
they got sponsors and everything for this shit.
Bro, you remember when we were out there in LA? You remember when we were out there in LA? He was riding around with his homeboy.
Who?
Potlord.
Okay.
He said, I'm riding around with the Blick, pulling up to Yuri's house. Not Yuri, sorry.
Josh?
Looking for Comparata and Lush.
Yeah, because he was beefing with them too for some weird reason.
There's always a reason.
And Compa is like fucking crazy. So it's like
Niggas
he's the
on
worst
coke.
person
He don't
to be
give a
with.
fuck.
Yeah,
he's
he's
always down to go.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't fighting junkies. They got to be on downers, like on an upper. You know what I'm saying? Like a coked out junkie. He don't
Catch
give
him
a
out the
fuck.
element.
Yeah.
But like
He's at his peak.
Yeah, you want to fight junkie on a downer for sure. It's more of an advantage.
Thank you, AJ.
Yeah.
I was about to say, AJ's been giving a lot of advice today on how to kill a nigga, how to fight a junkie.
Let's go over to back on Fig. So something weird happened over there. So at Back on Fig, grooming allegations have been popping up again, and it's always been a thing. Let me not say grooming. Let me say aid to grooming, right? So because of the 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 thing, now everybody, anytime there's like something like that happening in the media, everybody's going to want to bring up situations that have happened before, right?
Yeah.
So they're bringing up situations of Trell being with Tyga when Kylie Jenner was underage.
T-Rail was Tiger's friend.
Manager, sorry, not assistant.
A little role manager type of thing.
A full-time manager. No, not just a little manager, like full manager.
Oh,
yeah, for sure. Like right-hand man. Everything that passes through him that gets done for Tiger.
Even Kylie.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, exactly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You can't just say that. Yeah.
Well, we don't have to say nothing because what T-Rail does, because the chat, we've seen what the chat can do being in LA.
Nigga.
Right? We have first-hand experience on how vicious that Back on Fig, No Jumper, Apollo chat could be, right? So, they're going to spam some shit they want you to address.
Lauren, whatever you do, please don't scroll down.
bro, we was over here
Lauren,
looking like
whatever you do,
we literally
just don't scroll
Bro,
down.
we was over here looking at each other.
My nigga.
It's a picture of Kiki.
I was trying to listen to what you were saying, and I was like, "Yo, if Lauren fucks this up,
it's a picture.
If Lauren ruins my night,
I'm not about to
I'm getting up right now,
nigga. We were over here looking at each other the whole
Put this
time.
on the
nigga.
screen.
Put this on the screen, but
because
just a little.
Because no Jumper people know what this is.
Oh my god, nigga!
When I pop up,
Jesus Christ,
this shit is insane.
Just for context, sorry for the people listening to this. We love you too, but I don't even want to describe.
All right, so let's listen to what AD has to say about The Tyga and Kylie situation. All right.
The $5. T-Rail being on Team Snipe while being around Kylie's grooming is crazy work. She's a big girl dog when she is stimulated. At the end of the day, what another individual did, T-Rail didn't do that shit. So what are you saying? This is funny too, because people be hitting me up too. They be like, your brother is on paperwork and blah, 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 blah. First of all, whatever somebody else does has nothing to do with me. No, it's the super chat.
What did I miss though? Like what?
They're basically saying T-Rail being around Tyga, he shouldn't have been on Team Snipe.
Oh, okay. Because they're saying Tiger.
He was around girls when it comes down to shit like that. The actions of somebody else has nothing to do with the actions of you. At the end of the day,
was it? What was that? Was that really? He was really fucking her while she was underage?
Yeah, I think he got consent from the parents. I mean, from Kris Jenner to do that. That's what they're saying, for sure.
So he was really fucking her. I thought they didn't start fucking till after she was of age.
I honestly don't know, but this is the narrative that people
some
are trying to
celebrity
put out.
insiders.
Celebrity insiders?
You're giving us some right now. So wait, so they were fucking before she was of age?
Well, this is what people are saying. I don't know.
Does he not like T-Rail or Tiger? Like, why does he keep asking that question?
Pun is gonna hone in on the bullshit every time.
Damn.
But I mean, there's a certain level of that as well too that I agree with as well. Like in terms of like what he was doing, because he was managing him, right?
Exactly.
I don't know. I guess there's a certain.
It's a fine line between your bottom line and your ethical line,
right?
And you just gotta find out what that means to you.
Yeah.
Because
so it's
are we gonna show the video in the notes when Smack is like, and actually, you know, they would fly out to places.
Yeah, we're gonna show that
where it was legal.
Yeah, it's like,
goddamn, it got better.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened.
It got worse. So like, long story short, even the pressure got to this nigga, and I just don't know why he said this. I don't know why he said this.
You think it was fear? Like it was obvious. Like
I think the pressure. I think he just.
This was live, right?
This was live.
Well, they can play a part.
Yeah, and I think it's just like, let me just get rid of it. Let me just address it. Maybe they'll leave me alone. But this was the worst thing you could possibly say. Oh, fuck. It's just the worst thing you could possibly say, probably.
Run it.
You hear what I mean? Hey, do my boy be going up right now? Hey, I see a few of y'all in here too. I'm looking at my chat, man. Shout out to chat. Kylie Snipe. Yeah, fuck with it, man. I fuck with y'all, man. If y'all ain't real back on Fig fans and y'all just fucking around and y'all just saying that, we just gonna cancel you up out my shit though. But I fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? And I fuck with that. Yeah, Kylie Snipe, you can't do nothing, you feel me? Niggas is grooming billionaires. Yeah. Bitch. $1 billion over here, $1 billion over there. You hear what I mean?
He's drunk.
Come on, man. Smack snipe. Yeah, don't worry about nothing. Big Wavy Kane, he said Smack looking like a expired Oreo cookie.
As she started losing the chocolate color.
That is pretty funny.
But what did he even? What was his response? I don't even know what was just said on it.
He said we were out here grooming billionaires.
Yeah, and danced and laughed about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Ha ha. Get on our level, nigga.
Yeah.
Billionaire right
We
here,
the
over
best.
there, nigga.
Yeah, no, there's no way to interpret that. That's not fucked up.
I want to know what the sponsor's going to interpret.
Because at first I was like, did he teach her how to be a billionaire? Like,
right,
is
yeah.
he giving her financial advice?
And
No.
That's nasty.
Look, man.
I wish he would have just never said anything. Just ignored the chat.
He was drunk as shit though. He had to been.
I didn't even think about that. He was drunk.
Like
He's
even like his
definitely,
behavior and the cup. That ice sounded really cold in that cup, nigga. He's drinking.
He's definitely under the influence. I just don't understand why.
Yeah, why would you say
as like the leader.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah.
And like it's different back then when you was just like Tiger's friend / manager. But now you are.
If you don't speak on it, we all chalk it up to you were doing your job, and you weren't doing it at the end of the day. Period. You know what I'm saying? You were in a relationship. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? It's not like It's not like y'all were double dating and y'all both had these questionable age girls.
Yeah, it's not like y'all was sharing it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had a girl, a child, like you were coming to work.
Literally, I was doing my job as a manager, protecting my client. You know,
that's it. That's it. You know,
is it your manager's job to ask the client who they're fucking?
I mean, being a personal assistant, there's a certain level of like, yeah, I do need to know a certain because I have to protect
as a
you.
PA, but a manager
is like, yeah, I need to protect you from yourself and everything. So it's damage control, it's all that.
A handler,
handler, yeah. Like handler. A manager is a handler, I guess. At the end of the day,
and they kind of get convoluted with agents, which is like, you know, a different position.
This is ironic though. And I don't think they thought about this when they did the teen snipe. They like this wasn't even a thought in their head
because he doesn't actually feel any guilt from what I'm thinking.
Exactly.
Like in his mind, he didn't see any hypocrisy because he didn't do anything wrong.
Exactly.
Right. These are Tiger's allegations.
This is just we stay silent on this matter.
Yeah. Right. Well, unless we're drinking and then
go.
We ad lib it. We double down on this matter.
Yeah, we add color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nah. This.
Add a little too much color, nigga.
For sure.
Big dinero.
Oranges in the chat.
But nah, man, you gotta move more tactfully.
This is crazy.
Whatever that word is.
Tactfully. Yeah, but this is tactfully. But this
is just the move on this was just to never address it. That was the move.
Yeah. It's kind of fucking weird
because you put your sponsors for everybody else.
Regardless, like there's literally only one thing to say, and that's nothing. Yeah. If you try to defend it, you
look crazy.
Regardless of like your views lies with, regardless of if you're in Oklahoma and wherever the laws is over there, it's still fucking weird.
He didn't even try to defend it though.
Yeah, for real. And regardless of if you ask the parents for permission, like the fact
that you did that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's may I?
Yeah.
Yes, you may. And you had manners about it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? Like friendship is a weird thing because it can put you in situations, it could bite your ass.
Yeah.
And like with this situation, like I get you don't want to just throw a nigga under the bus, your homie under the bus, the nigga you once managed under the bus.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta let niggas fight they demons.
Yeah, you can fight those battles for sure.
You
by
have
yourself.
to fight those by yourself
for sure.
I'm not helping you, nigga.
By yourself.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see it. Let's touch it.
There's only other one thing.
This is definitely what you shouldn't do.
All right. So how y'all think about? What do y'all think about this? Should we just? How y'all feel about coming back to office hours another time? It's so late.
How late is it?
1:30.
It's 1:30, and we haven't even started the office hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is problematic.
Niggas left a paragraph, bro.
It is. It's problematic.
And you know, office hours, especially if we're like really feeling it, that could be another 30, 40,
40 easily.
I want to go.
Well, Lauren, you not.
And we also don't want to not do them justice.
Right.
Sometime this week, right? Because I'm,
You know
not,
what I
I'm
mean?
not here this week.
You're not gonna be here this weekend, right? So we could do it like
Maybe we go
or
live.
something.
We do a live show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could work.
Well, I'm not gonna be here this next weekend. So I mean, if we do it live, then
It'll be like Thursday.
Like Thursday.
Yeah, but I'm saying we could do it pre-recorded. Well, still something would for next week. Well, no, I'll be here Monday. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you'll be here Monday.
I'll
I'm
be
just
here
thinking
Monday.
about coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe
for
we
sure.
do an hour and a half show.
We can do that. We can do
Yeah,
that.
just for
On
the
Thursday.
office hours. We gotta give them like.
Yeah, because we don't want to
hours.
neglect them the office hours.
Nah, hell no.
Those
we
are so
don't do that.
fucking important, man.
Yeah.
Carl.
Yeah, I'm with that. We can go
A.
live.
Brown be walking to work, nigga. I wonder if he's ever been late because of an office hour. He was like, hold on, boss. I just got to talk to my niggas real quick.
I just thought of a way better question.
What's up?
No, that's what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to say, lay it on me then, nigga. What's up?
I know. It did sound like that.
A way better question, nigga. Yeah, but nah, it's
Should we touch on this Adin Ross thing?
Really quickly, I guess. Because we kind of already hit it, but it's the same sentiment to that.
It's the same cycle.
It's the same cycle.
But AD never threatened to put hands on him or violence towards him.
But well, this is different. Actually, we should probably talk about it for a little bit.
Yeah. This is my part. Okay.
Nah, I thought you was about to say. But
I didn't know you was waiting for me to give it.
I know. I did. I kind of zoned out. All right. Adin Ross went back to LA. He went back to Cali, where he's from, I think. And he kind of got into it with the LA culture, the street culture.
He was on a live with DJ Akademiks in Top 5, Mr. Top 5. And
which that live was crazy.
In that live,
Top 5, he's really out here banning niggas for real.
In that live, a lot of things was said. One of the things was said was something that was disrespectful towards Kendrick. Adin Ross then concurred the statement, kinda. He was there, fuck it, he was there.
Right.
Then, if you click on number 2, this is what they had to respond in terms of back on Fig, specifically Smack, because Smack is like the enforcer in all of this.
His name is Smack.
Smack.
Yeah.
So let's just hear what Smack had to say on Adin Ross agreeing with Top 5.
Somali's in Toronto.
That nigga look like he off all type of dope. We gonna slap the fuck out this pussy, bitch. Who the fuck you? He can't even leave Toronto. He fresh out of jail, bitch. He can't even get up out of here. So fuck.
But
That be coming for your ass too.
But he is the nigga up there.
That's out there. You can't leave your city.
What you saying? What you're saying right now reflects on TDE, and they got to go. So just know that.
Fuck him. We stand on business. Fuck him, nigga. We stand on business, nigga.
All right.
Nigga gonna slap him.
So a lot of business got shot by the niggas around.
Toronto because he was cleared of all wrongdoing in the trial.
It don't matter. Fuck him. Fuck Toronto, nigga. It don't matter.
He's the one that wasn't caught made a whole video about. Fucking Carolos Ross. That's their whole squad.
Oh, Smack.
Smack ain't going to Toronto. He don't give a fuck.
And I'd have been there, pissing all on their walls and everything. Nigga, fuck him.
Wow.
What he gonna do? Pussy.
Back on Fig.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck Drake, nigga. Do your podcast. Your shit pussy. Pussy. Fuck that nigga.
Who was on the stage? That
nigga. Slap that nigga.
They finna get the cuzzos.
Tommy the Clown.
One thing is smacking. We all going down, bro. Tommy the Clown is getting smoked. I thought you finna get Tommy the Clown.
Nigga trying to smoke Tommy the Clown. LA, we going to war. Y'all leave Tommy the Clown out of it.
As you can see, the animals are enjoying the habitat. As they preach violence and shit, which is reasonable.
Mainly
because Top 5 is.
I'm not playing with no nigga who just got out of jail. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The fuck. He don't give a fuck.
Nigga named Top 5 and he's friends with Drake. He obviously has resources.
Schoolboy Q's show already got canceled. Toronto ain't been playing. They've been banning niggas from Canada for real.
And this whole debacle is just like.
You know what it made me think of real quick too?
Yeah.
How, like Toronto and just Canada not playing. Americans have been getting touched up there, nigga. Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Y'all remember this year, DJ Drama got his ass whooped up there.
I thought they were supposed to be nicer.
I remember that.
He got his ass whooped, nigga. Like bad. Bad. And it just kind of went away. Like we talked about it, but not really. Like hip hop, they whooped that nigga's ass for real up there in Canada.
Is it on footage?
Quick tip about Canada, actually. A Canadian friend of mine told me that up there, it's hands before it's anything. They don't have. I'm pretty sure they don't allow guns up there for real.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
for
like
like citizens
it's hands
and shit.
quickly.
So
hands and blades.
But that's like in UK, like.
But actually, barely even blades. It's really just hands. Hands is first.
Yeah, they fucked that nigga DJ Drama up bad, bro.
Yeah.
But
beating.
I feel like a
They've been banning
Canadian
niggas
punch
already.
feels beautiful though.
I don't know.
I feel like it feels pleasant.
A Canadian punch should be encouraging.
I didn't see them enforce it. I didn't see them doing a lot of enforcing over the last 12 months.
Like a hard massage.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so this all happens and Adin Ross
it's literally
goes
just
crazy.
a back and forth.
Yeah,
like
Adin Ross
Lauren,
goes-
if you just keep following the numbers, 2.5 is the next one. It's literally it's just a back and forth on both parties.
Why did you do it like this?
Wait, so how did Adin get into it? Because that's the part I don't even know. Like, how did Adin become a part?
So they're on that same stream that you just watched with Fig Munity World, they also said fuck Adin. And this is now him reacting with another streamer, XQC.
Yeah,
That's another big streamer.
because they banned him from LA.
Because they banned him. He's banished.
Yeah.
And this is him responding to Smack and the other members.
And AD.
Like, do you know how fucking stupid these guys are?
Is Adin from Canada? No, he's Jewish. Are you fucking retarded? So you can't be Jewish and from Canada.
He's from Canada, Adin Ross? Nah, he Jewish.
Like, what a retard. Like, does he not know?
That's
right.
And so,
nah, he can't.
I just thought that was funny. And it was just like a petty back and forth. Eventually, it got to the point where
AD was on her stream pretty much, and AD was pretty much saying, you know, security can get popped too. This is where AD is really starting to violate niggas on this one.
Yeah, shout out to Sneeko.
Yeah. Cool.
Every
Mics
time
are good.
Sneeko,
I'm gonna say this is a rare moment where Sneeko isn't the wildest nigga on screen.
Every time Sneeko pops up on like an Adin stream, he just looks so happy to be there. Like he looks like the handicapped friend that he's like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because he knows that chat is live right now, and that's what he needs.
Yeah. Cool. Mics are good. Banned from LA. I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA. Nobody's gonna do shit to me. I promise you, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Fuck that old ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the shit out of you. Well, not me, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you. Not me. I don't, you know, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you and beat your ass. It's that simple, bro.
I love all the Crips and Bloods in LA. Everybody's good. Kendrick people have no beef. Okay, Good Kid, Mad City was a decent album.
Decent.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Whatever, bro. Look, you guys know how I feel about the music shit. Whatever. If an old head is really that mad because I'm choosing sides, whatever, bro. You're like 50 years old. I don't know. Go start a family. Go do some shit. Go play poker or chess. You're old. All right, get off the internet shit. It's not for you, buddy. All right, Adin updates. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
I don't. Wait, go ahead.
Hey, never mind. Go ahead.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't, especially when it comes to like security guards. They already have a dangerous enough job.
Yeah.
I don't like when niggas go around playing like, yo, I'll just get my security, just beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
It's like, they probably looking like, nigga, this nigga asked me to smack anybody. I'm gonna smack him.
Yeah, right. Especially, because even AD mentioned, like, nigga, if them security guards from LA, like, nigga, you might as well not even have them.
Yeah. No, dead ass.
I'm not gonna hurt my cousin.
I learned that.
And my cousin not gonna hurt me.
I feel like I learned that pretty early. It's like, if you need security in LA, just get the police. Because it's not gonna help you. Like, getting actual security.
The security gonna give the drop on you.
As soon as you jump off the airport, somebody at TSA already sent the text out. They're here.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, just get the police as an escort.
One of them scallywags got your location.
Yeah, man. It's too, you can't. It's
too dangerous.
It's too interconnected in LA.
And if you
That's what people don't realize. So niggas get out there and start slipping for real.
Everybody's related.
Yeah.
And if you do have personal security, man, don't be treating them niggas like pawns, man.
Yeah, hell no.
I don't like that.
Look at this Look at this thing. It says, you don't have to even play this. This tweet says, one of Kendrick Lamar goons has now said California is a no-fly zone for Adin Ross, and the moment he lands, if he decides to come, it would be over for him. Which they're talking about. Isn't it just funny how they just like called AD one of Kendrick Lamar's goons?
AD on.
Like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
Are you kidding me? They are not.
That's crazy.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. That's what the old heads was talking about right there.
I was just, Lauren, you took the words from my mind, nigga. This is where journalism died.
Oh yeah, this is
where it officially did.
Yeah.
Oh, so the academics response would be, I hope you suck my cock.
Wait.
I hope you niggas fail.
I don't think you mean it.
The way you said it, right?
Yeah, I don't think you mean it. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Wait, that's what Akademiks was saying?
That's what he would say.
Oh my God.
Adam jumped on the cloud as well too. He said I've disrespected y'all way harder. It's a screenshot. Scroll down.
Oh, my fault.
I've disrespected y'all way harder.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
It's just a bunch of back and forth.
A bunch of nonsense.
This is stupid.
We do need to play this, where Adin said, "I'm gonna sue that nigga AD."
See, and then you gonna turn around and do shit like that.
Yeah,
we always knew that was gonna be the case, though.
Yeah, but I just like you're becoming a lot more unlikable, my nigga.
Listen to the tone of his voice.
He got so white, so fast.
Yeah.
Give you a tip. Security get popped every day, B.
So come do it. Go to jail for the rest of your life. It's so worth it, bro. Your shitty life. Come on, let's try it. Let's make some magic happen. Come on, try it. At least you'll go to jail for, what, minimum 5 years in LA? What is it? I got the best lawyers of all time, baby. Let's do it. And I'm gonna low-key sue you for that. You want to? I can't wait. Yo, let me get that clip again. Put that on my phone right now. Send that right to my lawyer. I promise you I'm serving you ASAP. Don't ever threaten my life again, you big bitch. Go start a family. This podcast shit's not for you. I'm not a gangster. I'm not about that life at all. That's why I said security.
Hey, my friend AD has a family, goddammit.
I was about to say, and he's
a lovely one at that, nigga.
Yeah, he's a good father. Fuck
And
out of here.
he's kind of like average size. His BMI isn't even that fucking outrageous.
right,
You know what I mean?
If we really being technical.
His BMI ain't even that crazy. He's nigga about 6'1", you know, maybe 2 something. He's
Right.
a little big.
But it's funny though because when he said that, I was like, man, I really hope he don't sue him. What was that? Pun was scared.
Oh, AD was good.
AD
Fun
was
was talking
scared.
about how AD was a little terrified after that S
I ain't gonna
word
lie.
came out.
After I heard that, I was scared for AD. I said, oh Lord,
Not my nigga.
yo, literally, I'm like,
Come on, man.
I hope not, because that's the thing. It's like
He didn't even do
weren't
nothing.
you weren't threatening him, but
He gave him advice.
calling that but they can pull that playing with them white boys like that. They can pull that card anytime they
Adin
want to.
Ross has the best lawyers.
And I believe that.
Like
I believe it. And I was a little worried for a second.
You feel
I was
me?
like, God damn. But we didn't have to play this pun saying that.
Probably the second.
But long
best.
story short, let's show the screenshot of AD making things right, doing it the right way. Because there's really no beef, getting on FaceTime with the nigga. Piecing it up.
Because
It keeps going
apparently Adin Ross was on stream, right? He's at a dinner. And he literally just turns to his manager and was like, yo, manager, like this is fucking random ass guy named Ad. He's just fucking with me.
He tried to talk shit about
And
him.
then his manager was like, oh yeah, AD, yeah, he's cool people. We some cool folks. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Shit's very copacetic. And Adin was like, you know that guy?
Yeah.
And so
it
I'm
was
pretty sure that's how this.
He was a little worried. That's the thing. I think that's the thing that people don't realize in LA. You've got to be careful. They're all connected. They're all connected.
Well,
which
They're
is
all
why
connected.
the threat looms large.
Yeah. Even like Flacco was saying, he was like, I learned within the first month when you talk on the phone with a nigga from LA, just assume it's being recorded.
Yep.
Because we've seen so many exposed phone calls. It's like it is what it is.
There's
Everybody
no
knows each
place like invasion of privacy is LA. It's
Yes.
California.
Yeah.
This is
Southern LA to be specific.
I feel like there's a reason they use the word scandalous more per capita than most states.
Shout out
Because it
everything.
perfectly describes the landscape
Outside of
sometimes.
Shout out to TD.
You feel me?
TF, sorry. Everything scandalous.
Everything, man.
Yeah, shout out to TF.
But it was funny to hear Aiden's little backpedal where he was talking about LA, and he was like, "Oh, that chick video." That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that chick
He's
shit.
like,
yeah.
I love the weather in LA. It's great.
He did,
yeah. And
the weather, the gang members, they all.
And he prefaced it. He was just like, "It's not everybody just fuck these guys," which is very important.
It is
which
very
I think is a
important.
very
But people don't
respectable
realize,
thing
bro.
to do.
Yeah, people don't realize, bro. Like that LA shit is real, man. You gotta be careful out there, especially if you're gonna talk crazy.
Yeah, your
gotta
grandma might
move.
flip on you. You never know who she know.
Nigga, well, I went to the coffee shop down the street from the apartment
You
I
too?
was.
Shit.
I went to the coffee shop at the corner of the apartment I was at. A nigga recognized me. I seen AJ the Menace from Homewood University. I said, "Damn,
yeah,
this is crazy." Day one.
yeah.
I was like,
Was there a black SUV following you, nigga?
Nope, but he was the security guard there.
Oh,
He
shit.
said, I watched Joe Budden. Where's Tone Groove and Jay Nobles? I was like, oh, they're flying in like 4 days.
I came first, nigga.
Yeah, but he was literally like, where's everybody at?
Yeah.
You just by yourself? I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, you did that.
I was like, no, they're just flying in. Like, but I was in LA for less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
And went to a coffee shop from North Carolina. Before I even linked up with AD and made any community appearances, no jumper appearances, the nigga recognized me immediately.
He said, I've seen them twinkle toes before.
Yeah,
And,
so it's like, yeah, bro.
And
Them
of
niggas
course,
be paying attention.
that like the idea of a nigga knowing you and you not knowing him,
it's scary.
So you're instantly the mark, regardless
Yeah.
of
Immediately.
regardless of
Yeah.
if he wants to do something bad or good. to
You're
you.
just a mark.
And that's never a good feeling, especially as a black man in America. So
Facts.
we're already stressing about a lot.
Yeah.
So
we stressing about the white guys and the black ones too now.
Yeah.
I'm glad everything is good. AD is the best. I mean, AD is a great networker.
AD is
So he's gonna be
probably
good.
one of the greatest mediators Ever.
The best, bro.
Conflict resolution is a skill in his bag.
That's a whole fact.
It's a skill in his bag for sure. Like he could probably mend countries.
Yeah, nah, nigga.
He could fix niggas' exports.
And even though my squabble counter is frustrating, I didn't even think about it, but I've never seen AD call a fake squabble yet. If he said he was gonna throw hands, it happened.
Yeah, AG.
Well, the China Mac one. Oh no, that was real. That was real.
The what?
Which is how it should be. When fathers say something, they have to mean it.
They have to.
You know,
Nigga,
what I'm
your
saying?
kids are watching.
Your kids are watching.
Mom can get away with that shit.
Your mom can get away.
That willy-nilly shit because you love her.
Yeah, mom will always get away with a little bit more.
Yeah, but dad, nah.
Dad not standing on business. We ain't going for that shit.
Dad has to be consistent.
Fuck that.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, man, that's it.
Respect the nuts that you come from.
Man, there's so much respect that hopefully y'all learn when y'all watch
God,
this.
The show is so long.
Nigga looking out them timestamps.
Yeah, you look astonished.
Yeah, and the topics that we skipped, they're kind of evergreen.
We got some evergreen shit from last note
We do.
that we can, if we ever get into a bind.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We just go back on our old work.
Yeah,
on our old untapped work because it's a couple things that we're eventually gonna have to talk about.
Yeah, we
can't avoid them.
Yeah, we haven't gone into Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, Bring Idiots in a while, so it's time to jump back in there.
Yes,
I feel like our episodes we either LA heavy or East Coast heavy.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not a lot of
there is balance, but it's like the bulk of the meat and potatoes of the shit is either LA or East Coast, nigga.
What's going on in Central America?
I was just about to say that.
The fuck?
It's popping around the equator.
It's the 𝔖𝚃 podcast.
𝔖𝚃.
I'm about to say. Probably Tesla plants.
Are there any? Oh man, I didn't even add it on there. Mr. Organic. You know he has a podcast.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I believe it. He's
good.
You talking about the nigga that be having the dyed beard,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
He is interesting.
He's
interesting. I'm trying to remember where I first found his talents.
I first found him on the No Jumper interview, and I thought he was pretty funny and interesting. But he interviewed Jenna Shea, like the legendary hoe.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's doing so good just letting this bitch talk.
Yeah.
And she ain't saying shit. She's just clout monster eating it up, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, he's really killing this shit. Like, because I don't, and like with enthusiasm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mr.
I was like, this is a good, he's great. He's doing, he's good at letting his guests go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that needs to be talked about. Crash Dummies podcast, y'all were 100% right. That was the show with the two black dudes and the live callers that were fantastic. I didn't add that to the topics. Yeah, man. We'll figure it out.
We'll be back better next week.
Yeah.
But
everything's gonna be here.
As long as y'all doing what y'all do best,
Yep.
liking the video, hashtag office hours in the comment section below, because that's what we need. Look, man, it's not enough. It's not a lot to live for. So leave office hours, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and somebody did leave us something to ask and saying, hopefully you guys are safe in one of the office hours because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
We're in Eastern North Carolina. We're fine. Western North Carolina is fucked from that hurricane, though.
I don't even think it's anything left.
Yeah, I mean, it's really bad. There's parts of the highway that have just like completely mudslided off the mountains and shit. It's bad, but we're all safe over here on the east side of North Carolina.
Yeah, we're in the Piedmont region, right?
Yeah, for now.
No, RDU.
We're close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Piedmont.
We're Piedmont.
Yeah.
We're safe for now, but
We're safe.
for now. So please donate to the $5 Patreon.
That's a whole fact.
Make sure you do everything.
Keep us safe.
De Niro's doing well.
De Niro's doing well.
I saw De Niro jump the other day.
We might record.
That's thanks to y'all.
Yep.
How would they know? Should we tell them we're recording Thursday live? Or should it be one of those things?
Turn your post notifications on. Turn your post notifications on because we don't never really announce when we go live, and it's gonna happen.
And
I don't know when it's gonna happen, so you might just need to turn your post notifications on so you can just see it.
Nigga, just follow all pages.
Right.
And we'll all post them, okay?
Yeah.
But y'all be safe. We got to get some sleep. J Nobles.
Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yep.
F-Mac on the keyboard.
Still me.
It's still him, and we are out.
Perfect.